because guess what, Logan? We ain't got that many weeks left of this game. So you gotta support it. This game's been out for 8 years, and that clock is finally gonna run out, just like you're going on an expedition and trying to figure out when and how Mario Kart World is going to be even better than what it is right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, theys and thems, children of all ages, welcome down, because it's time to get down and turn that frown upside down. We are live at the HyperX Arena inside of the lovely and luxurious Luxor Hotel. Each and every Saturday night, you know what time it is. Turn that dial up to 11, because that's how high it goes. And you know what? Just like Mike Myers once said, it's about to be shagadelic. And we are about to get down and pull that Mario Kart. Oh, man, the action is going to be exciting today. We've got 3 qualifiers. We've got some of the best players in the entire world right here, ready to race for you and for all of the great people here live at the HyperX Arena. If you're thinking to yourself, hey, I live around the corner, get down here. We've got plenty of time. We've got great food, great drinks, and great people, and some great racing ahead of us tonight.
We really, really do. And like we said before, this game's been out for 8 years. So all of these competitors, they know these tracks. They know what to do. But there is one simple item that you can use to get yourself back in the game. So don't you worry. As long as you know where the shortcuts are, you're going to have a chance to move forward, especially with 3 qualifiers tonight. So all that means right here, right now, if you don't know how this tournament works, we'll be able to explain that here. In these qualifiers, you will have 4 races. And after those 4 races, you will be battling everyone else's scores in the arena playing today. Top 24 racers out of those 3 qualifiers will move on to semis 1 and 2. 12 going to 1, 12 going to 2. Then there will be 6 races in those semis, and then top 6 from both of those make out our grand finalist, which will be a $700 prize pool.
Oh boy, get a little bit of that do re mi fa sol la ti. All right, first place is going to grab $200 of that $700 prize pool. Second place gets $100 to make you holler. They get paid to do this racing thing. Third place gets $70. Fourth place gets $55. Fifth place, $45. Sixth and seventh share $37. Eighth and ninth share $33. And 10th and through 12th get $30.
Well, you know, when Mario Kart World comes out, we definitely going to have to up that, because second place getting one whole Mario Kart World game, that looking a little rough out there for us gamers. But we are going to have so much money being distributed. Remember, if you don't make it this week, we will have one next week as well. So if you already have it, go sign up online. It's actually cheaper if you do it online than if you come here into the arena and having to pay in person. So sign up early, get ready, and prepare yourself, because we still have a bunch of weeks left of this game.
And you know what? One thing, if you want to keep your finger on the pulse of the community here at the HyperX Arena, join the Discord. Get involved. Go to HyperXArena.com and make sure that you sign up for that Discord, because that will let you know each and every single thing that we do here and the calendar. We got you covered. If you're in that Discord, you're in the know. You got your finger on the pulse of the community, and you're going to know about everything that's happening here at the HyperX before anybody else does. So do yourself a favor. Get involved. I'm part of the Discord. He's part of the Discord.
There.
You want to talk good stuff, bad stuff? Come on down and get involved. Now, right now, it is time to get down like a clown like Charlie Brown. We're about to turn your frown upside down, because it is time to put the kids to bed and wake up the neighbors. And it is time for these Mario Kart racers to shine.
And we do have the racers on deck, I do believe. So this is going to be qualifiers 1 and 2. For the first qualifier, we've got Immortal, Jaguars, Sloppy Gunner, Zomgo, Knight, Cuban Boy, Ramen Enjoyer, and Blaze Flame. Those will be your racers for the very first qualifier. If you see your name on that second one, just be prepared, start practicing, and get ready for your time to shine. Because, like we talked about, 3 qualifiers, 9 racers per-ish qualifier. You're going to have to say, hey, it's going to be around 20 points to make it into semis, or even lower than that. So if you didn't do too well, stick around. We have had so many racers who have just said, hey, we didn't get enough points. Let's leave when you shouldn't. We've got food, drinks, and everything you need to have a great time here at the HyperX Arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, theys and thems, it's time for the HyperX Arena to shine. And we've got some of the best racers in the Hype Tunnel today. They're about to get down on the stage in front of the lights, in front of you, and in front of the crowd. This is Saturday Night Speedway, baby!
And he's eating down the competition. What is he doing? You gotta have time to eat your food here. I'm telling you, it's great food. I'm not lying to y'all. But all of these racers getting ready, going down the stairs and getting right connected to these consoles. We'll see how they're going to be able to do against some of the best of the best of the best. Remember, some of these competitors come down every week to compete in this tournament, and that can be you as well, especially with Mario Kart World coming out. We already know so many details about it, and with that, there's still a lot of tournaments happening with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
There is.
End of the month, we have MomoCon coming up.
You're going to be at MomoCon. I'm going to be at DreamCon. Both of them. I mean, DreamHack, excuse me. DreamCon just happened the other day. I'm old, it happens. But I'll be at DreamHack. He'll be at Momo. If you are a fan of Mario, guess what? We got you covered.
Yeah, hey, DreamHack has a huge tournament for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. MomoCon, absolutely amazing. We're seeing Knight, one of the people that are actually frontlining and doing all of the side stuff that I'm doing as well. In terms of photography, videography, hosting. It's going to be an amazing event. There's literally a huge prize pool for those tournaments as well. And honestly, if you want to come down here, you can join us, have a great time. There is nowhere else that does land tournaments like HyperX does. Like, what other place can you come down here, biggest stage, biggest screen, and be able to compete in some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Or we've also got our Friday Frags tournament, new Star Wars season. It was really, really fun. Every gun in the game is a blaster. So it's actually kind of wild. No more ammo management. You just got to learn how to build just the bare minimum, and you're good to go.
Oh, give me a lightsaber. Give me a lightsaber. I want to get crazy and be a Jedi, bro. Hey, tomorrow, may the Force be with you. Hey. And by the way, speaking of which, what are you doing tomorrow? You should be here at the HyperX Arena. We've got Star Wars galore going on for the 4th. And you know what? Do you like Star Wars? Of course you like Star Wars. Everybody does. Come on down here. Help us celebrate Star Wars Day. And remember, may the 4th be with you. And also with you.
Yeah, and we're going to be playing all of the movies here on the big screen. So if you want to be a part of that action, hey, come on down. And we're going to have drink specials as well all night for that event. So if you don't have anything else to do, Sunday night, Monday night as well, we're going to have all of those things happening and getting y'all some great, great food and drinks.
I'm actually, I brought a cot with me. I put it in the back. Don't tell Sean, but there's a cot in the back. I'm sleeping here for the next two or 3 days because that's how excited I am for Star Wars right here on the big screen. Yo, you want to watch some Star Wars on the big screen? What, is that a 50-foot screen? I think it is.
I mean, it got to be a 100-foot screen, right?
It's
I don't know. I'm not
huge.
good with numbers, so I couldn't even tell you.
Well, we both know I'm not good at numbers either. I'll tell you this. It's bigger than a baby's arm.
Really? I wouldn't believe you. But we are currently going to be having that tomorrow. And the next day. But we're getting right into Qualifier number 1. We got Immortal on the screen right here, right now. We're on Animal Crossing, and we're going to be seeing them doing a little bit of a hop, skip, and a jump. That's called a counter drift. But they're going to be able to take these turns very nicely in first place. Yellow Yoshi right behind him, not too far behind.
Now, Immortal able to be coming off of a win last week. It was a big win for them. And let's see if they can keep that momentum going for them this week. We talk about the momentum in esports and the headspace that you need to be able to be competitive on a weekly basis. We're going to find out if Immortal has his head game straight.
Yeah, I mean, they really competed extremely well last week. They were aiming for that first place. Unfortunately, could not grab it, but Yezi was the one who was able to take it all over last week. So that was great to see a new winner, new competitor. Jaguars dripped out to the 10s. The Golden Knight Fit doesn't protect you from explosions, though, as they try to get out of the way of the blue shell. They ran right into that bomb. Got that banana in hand, gonna double back. Got some mushrooms though, exactly what you need to get past this next section. Going into that off-road, the beach is looking good. We're almost at summertime anyways. Gonna be able to triple back those bananas, get right around it, double item box into exactly what they're looking for. But the air horns right here from Immortal. Pops it, takes down second, and takes over second.
And you know what? Second place is going to be working out well for them as Jackie Juarez gets third place as well. Zavgo coming in with that first place finish. Nice to see them grab that first place finish. We haven't seen them in first place in my recollection in a hot minute. So good job, Zavgo. Way to get back into it. Now remember, we're in quals right now, so it is important to get your points. When we get to semifinals, you just got to finish in the top 6. But for qualifiers, you need to gather your points. Usually it's about 27, 28 is the cutoff.
But today with a smaller night, we got the Post Malone concert right next door. What's your best Post Malone impression right now, Logan?
I don't have any face tattoos because the only people who are allowed to have face tattoos are 2 people. 1, Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Because you're going to tell him he's not allowed to? No, you're not. And 2, anybody willing to give themselves a face tattoo. You do not want to muck with that person.
Those are completely valid arguments.
Right?
You know what? That's probably the most true thing you've ever said here, actually. I can't even argue with it, and I can argue with everything you say.
Yeah, and you usually try to.
I try, succeed, and attempt. We got the second race coming up. Rainbow Road. We like this one. It's very pretty, but the fact of the matter is there's not many shortcuts on this track. You got to front run, or you're going to get left in the back of the pack. You got to be able to use these tracks in the beginning of this race to get you going up to the front. You already see Zavgo battling it out, trying to bounce against these competitors.
Yeah, Zavgo having a little work at it, but he's got this red shell. They're going to hold on to it for dear life as Knight falls back into 5th place, back into 4th, using that teeter-totter battle for success. This is actually Knight's last night here, so let's see if they can't grab themselves a win.
Yeah, they got that Peter Griffin-Bowser combination. It doesn't get better than that. They got to be careful, though. That competitor is trailing that red shell, and we're seeing Knight, unfortunately, just going down to that bomb. Could not avoid it, but Jackie Juarez here in 4th place. Got that red shell for defense, and in Mario Kart World, you're not going to have to worry about putting those items back for defense. It will automatically do it, but for today, you're going to be seeing Jackie Juarez take a hop, skip, and a jump off the road. There's no barriers to save you here, as we see Immortal throwing that red shell forward, but they're going to get punished being too aggressive, not checking that back camera, but they have that mushroom in hand. That's a computer if you don't see a pod number in front of them, so they're going to be all the way up there in 4th place. Pops that mushroom, takes over 3rd!
Boom goes the dynamite!
That is just not what you want to happen going into this final lap. Ramen Enjoyer, appreciate your name. I'm right there with you. Got that Fire Flower in hand in 3rd place. Got that King Boo, got to back it straight. You can't be drifting when that red shell's coming. As you see that star taking over, but Zavgo grabbing another first place finish.
And that's a back-to-back victory! Boom! Nice. Zavgo getting it done. Cuban Boy 67 coming in 3rd place.
Really nice finish there. Like we said before, if you're hitting those top 6,
people are already getting loud up in here. Already getting loud. We hear a little bit of this and that down on the floor right now. It's a little bit of that back and forth ping pong battle of words right now. We'll see what happens when they get up on the stage. Let's see if they can turn those words into wins. We'll find out momentarily.
We'll see if they're going to be the Karted or the Kartee. That's the same thing.
Cardi B? What? I don't know what we're talking about right now.
But no, really great finish for those racers. Remember, you're aiming for that top 6 if you're able to. But with these only 3 qualifiers, as we go to Mary Mountain next, you have to be able to just get that point total up. Especially with so many computers. Don't let them get the points. You get the points and start to go forward. Remember, top 24 out of all of the racers here right now are going to move forward to semifinals and get another 6 races. So stick around even after these races and see if you make it into semis. But Funky Kong looking a little bit groovy right behind Jackie Juarez.
I'm loving it right now. Give me a tie-dye shirt and call it a day. I love that Santa's here. Somebody sit on his lap and tell him what you want for Christmas.
What do you want for Christmas, Logan?
You know what? Just a better casting partner.
Oh! You're getting put on the naughty list, buddy. Little did you know I got him on speed dial. He's gonna learn and learn.
Oh, as Blaze Flame actually learns how to stay on the map. That was forever and a day lucky right there. We say 70% skill, 30% luck, and that was all 30% good luck right there.
Yeah, it really was going right on the side of the mountain. But if you also didn't know, Minecraft World gonna let once you do that intentionally, being able to wall hop and drive on walls, the anti-gravity actually matters now. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Knight here, though, in third place, got that mushroom in hand, trying to do a little bit of coin running. Unfortunately, missing these drifts just a little bit, but they're trying to keep their spot in this top 3.
Yeah, Knight, it's his last night to make a stand right now, and I'm looking for them to put their foot down and say, hey, I gotta win this. As we check in on Sloppy Gunner in third place, Zavgo in fourth place still has time to make it up. We're only in the second lap.
Yeah, I agree with you. A lot of these players need to make a stand, but unfortunately they're sitting down right now competing. But they're gonna be able to pop that mushroom through that shortcut and try to take over third, but they just unfortunately go a little wide as the boomerang almost clips Immortal. They're gonna be here in second place, keeping it consistent, keeping it going. Knight controlling first.
Yeah, Santa Claus may be Australian. I'm just saying. Actually, you know what, kids? If you still believe in Santa Claus, put it on mute right now, because I got good news and bad news for you. The good news is Santa Claus was real. They found his grave. Bad news, he's dead.
I was like, wow, what a wholesome moment by Logan.
No, never a wholesome moment here as we check it out. Sloppy Gunner right now in second place, being able to get right by that green shell and obviously slipping by that blue shell. Knight will not have that for them as that blue shell finds a home.
Yeah, it finds a home, and it's going to take residency there, bringing a Knight all the way down to fourth place. Says, hey, find a new place to live, as Jaguars is going to be able to take over their domain and take a first place finish away. Sloppy Gunners right there in second, and Immortals there in third on that third race of qualifier number 1. Going into the last one, seeing the same names, keeping that top 3 finish.
Immortal is keeping himself sustenance-wise. He's got the fries, I think. He's using the fries as... I want some fries up here.
Gamer fuel, you know what? Hey, new Mario Kart World, you'll be able to be a cow and eat a burger. You're going to be living it up. You're going to be doing Inception level stuff here.
Dude,
once Mario Kart World comes
let's talk about Mario Kart World and how easy they're making it for everybody. They're taking away all the things that I thought were skill-based from what we have in the Deluxe.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Like we talked about before, you are going to be able to just automatically trail all your items. It's automatic coming from Tour. They love them mobile games, but that's a mechanic from Tour. They're also going to be changing how hitting people out works, which honestly, I don't hate that.
Okay.
Because when you always get hit and get propelled forward by something, your race is just not over. You'll still have forward momentum rather than just getting hit at the line. You jump up in the air and you slam back down, and then you got 11th place, right? But now every item, when you get hit by it, it propels you forward a little bit and keeps that momentum going. So we'll see an example of that on Sweet Sweet Canyon.
Yes, we will.
Momentarily, well, you'll see the blue shell stops you in your tracks, but now you'll have a little bit of a front flip situation in Mario Kart World, which it's good and bad in my opinion, but I agree with you, man. I don't know why they have to make it easier.
Right? I don't understand. You know, having to place your item behind you is part of the skill set of this game.
100%.
Because if you don't do it, now you're always going to have it available. I just don't like that. I think that's a cheat code right there.
100%. I wish that people were trying to figure out if there was a way to turn it off or something else.
Right.
That we're trying to be optimistic that you'll be able to, but only time will tell. Almost a month away, by the way, of that game coming out. We got Zavgo here on the Mario standard car. I love it. It's too classic, but the product play also loves it. Wants to take a bite of it. No! And brings them down to 6, but they're going to slow down instead of getting hit by said Piranha Plant. Great awareness there of what's going on in front of them, even with the ink on their face. But we're going to be seeing Cuber Boy right there in third place, still holding it on, and that green shell flying across the sky.
Yeah, Cuban Boy able to hold on, but not for long. But they have that mushroom, so they're able to pick themselves up by the bootstraps and get back into it. Remember, now that they have this golden mushroom, you can spam the golden mushroom, but do not spam the 3 mushrooms. It will not help you out. You will not go any faster. In fact, you're just losing an item. And item management is key to this game.
It is. And talking about things they changed, shot now doesn't last nearly as long, and it doesn't hit the people behind you with the shot. As well as if you're in a tunnel like this, it will not hit you either. I don't know why. Nintendo, like, they've already nerfed shot once, like before. If you're in a section like this, glider or otherwise, the shot would bring you out of the glider, but now you just aren't really affected by it. I don't know why why they hate Sean so much.
Yeah, Zopko goes from a bullet bill to a star. They are living large and in charge like Charles and or Marge right now, as Knight is currently in 5th place because they got a little bit of a slowdown right there.
Talking about Shock, 2-in-1 race. They're going to try and make it into the world today. Jackie Warzo going to get passed up by someone who did take that shortcut, but still is able to grab 2nd place on that final race of Qualifier.
Look at that. Sloppy Gunner with the 1st place finish.
And Blaze Flame going to be able to grab a 3rd place finish to end themselves up in a very tough qualifier. You're seeing that point total.
That was tough.
With someone like Knight, who's been here week after week, still struggling in that qualifier. Don't know what was going on. Maybe the controller was malfunctioning. Maybe it got lit on fire. Potentially anything could happen here at Speedway.
I'll tell you who's on fire. Blaze Flame is in fuego right now, getting it done.
There you go. You know what? I feel like 28 points most definitely might be enough to get you into the semifinals. But remember, like we said before, don't leave just yet. You don't know because we have to let everyone go. Then we know who's going up next. And in semis, it gets a lot simpler. If you get top 6, you're done. But now you're just competing with everyone else in the arena with how you placed in those 4 races. A little bit more difficult to say, hey, you moved on, when we don't know how people are going to do, you know?
Well, we've got 2 more qualifiers ahead of us. So we've got 8 races to go before we get to those semifinals. And in the semifinals, oh, hey, guess what?
What?
I was going to talk about the semifinals, but we'll talk about that later. Because we've got scores, baby!
Let's break it down. We got wow.
Whoa. Whoa.
Is this right?
We're going to have a tiebreaker.
It is. Jaguars, they're in 1st with 45. Wow. Okay, hold on. Jaguars there in 1st place with 45 points. Sloppy Gunner there in 1st place with 45 points. And then guess what? Zobgo there in 1st place with 45 points. That is an insane qualifying score. That is wild.
I don't think we've seen it that close.
No, Immortal in 4th with 36 points. Cuban Boy in 5th with 29. Knight in 6th with 28. Tying with Blaze Flame. And then Ramen Enjoyer right there in 8th place. But remember, even if you got last in
don't go anywhere.
Literally don't go. Because we don't know how these other qualifiers are going to go. They could potentially get lower scores, higher scores, or whatever from how they do in those next 4 races. So don't leave just yet. You'll probably have a better chance of winning money here than you do out there.
Oh, you probably do.
Just stick around and see if you made it into semis. Get 6 more races out of your time here today.
You know what? Racing is fun. Mario Kart is fun. That's why we're here tonight. So at the end of the day, I want you to have fun. That's why we're here. We're under the lights, on the big stage, in front of all your friends and family, and the millions of people watching around the world on the Allied Esports Twitch channel. That's twitch.tv/Allied Esports. If you want to go and watch some of our VODs, for those of you who may not be familiar with that vernacular, it's videos on demand. You can check out any of the races that we've done in the past. You want to see me shave my mustache? You can do that. Video on demand.
You don't.
But guess what?
You don't.
It's time for some walkouts. Let's see those beautiful faces shine as they walk through the HyperX tunnel. Let's go.
See 'em. And we have the one, the only Bobby right there leading the pack. Never mind, his back is the pack. Ankles following right up. We got Blackout back in the house. I do believe Zol's right there as well with the signature. Kiro also going to be right up there. Some regulars back with us in the house. Let's see how these competitors are going to be able to fare. I want to see more underdogs bringing it and making it to semifinals.
Well, Bobby has struggled in the last couple weeks here.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Got 6th place, our most winning of all winning. Made over $10,000 here at the arena over the years. Got 6th place overall in that last week's grand finals. So there's a lot to happen, but the arena's getting hyped. There's a lot of love.
You can hear them
for these competitors on the stage right here, right now, and it's great to see and hear. You're able to do that here. You're not able to do that at home. You look kind of weird. But at the HyperX Arena, support your favorite racers and show them your love.
Please do. Come on down. And if you're at home going, because this happens all the time, they're like, oh, I can do that. I can win that.
Oh, it's so
Prove
easy.
it. Prove
So
it.
easy.
Get on
It's
down here and show up and
competitors.
show out and show the rest of the competition what you're all about.
What are you all about, Logan?
I'm all about a green shirt because it brings out my eyes.
Oh, yeah. Your eyes almost got brought out. from this clip, they will eventually be able to see.
Oh,
Follow
yeah,
along.
that's right. I totally got tackled by Amari.
What do you think I meant by that?
From the a linebacker from the Las Vegas Raiders, full-on tackled me. We'll have that video coming up soon.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
Maybe not today, but I'll give you your chance to make fun of me.
Okay. I was looking forward to that. I thought that was a good segue reference.
No, it was great.
Your eyes popped. You literally almost saw his eyes pop out of his body.
My glasses literally left my head.
It was actually wild. Yeah, but hopefully we'll be able to bring that up one of these weeks. That's why you got to come back and watch us again or compete again, because every single week we have these tournaments on the calendar, and you'll be able to check out when they're coming up next or what's happening next, because we also are bringing back Marvel Rival tournaments and Friday Frags, the new Star Wars season. Already referenced it. If you want to compete in those, a lot of money on the line there. $1,000 prize pool for Friday Frags, where you'll be able to compete, get top 10. Here is top 12, but it's still a lot of players who get paid out for that tournament, especially if you're trying to afford the Switch too. Got to get money somehow.
Yeah, and this is one of the best ways to do it. You come down here, place in the top 10 in the grand finals, and you're walking out with that money.
And that's what it's all about at the end of the day, being able to come down, play some esports, and make some money doing it.
And make some friends as well.
Yeah, like where can you go where you all are just here for the same thing? Mario Kart community is so nice, so wonderful. If you see anyone, just spark up a conversation. How do I get involved into the Mario Kart competitive scene? Because with Mario Kart World, it's going to be popping off even more than it ever has been. Got the DreamHack, MomoCon, all of these different tournaments happening so fast, wrapping up Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but you want to be here when World comes out.
Yeah, you know what? We're going to put it in a nice little box, put a bow on it for everybody, but we are going to move on, and I know you're going to move on as well. I know you're already signed up and ready to move on.
I did. I pre-ordered the Switch. I sat outside GameStop for 2 hours, chilled. You know what? You got to meet some people. I didn't talk to anyone, but I got to listen. I like to snoop.
You got to meet some people. I didn't talk to anybody, but they were there.
They were there. They were also. I brought up this story last time. It was kind of funny that like everyone in line was just kind of trash talking the new Switch. It was like me and my friend were like, why does no one look happy being sitting in line right now? They're like, yeah, man, that's crazy, $80 games, am I right? And everyone's like, yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, can't believe that's happening. But what is happening is we're going to Mario Kart Circuit for the first race of Qualifier number 2.
And here we go, Mario Circuit. What do you like about this map?
It's cool.
Yeah, I agree. It's cool. I agree.
I actually do enjoy a lot of different aspects of this track, especially the shortcut in the middle of the track where you're able to go right in between the lamps. But Ankles, once again, going for what they've been doing, and they're trying to win with every single card loadout.
And this is my loadout. This is one of the loadouts that I actually use that he's using right now.
Cycle?
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah.
It looks so cool.
With the roller tires? Come on, let's go.
Hey, that's the way to do it. If you did not know, you want to have this loadout on the screen right now. There's many different characters like Peach, Daisy, that all share the same weight class, but the main things are that Teddy Buddy and roller tires. If you have those, it'll make it a lot easier to drift, a lot easier to hit these mini turbos, and a lot easier to avoid those piranha plates that you don't want to run into.
Feed me, Seymour.
And we're going to be seeing Killa, going to be able to pop that star blackout back with us again, a competitor who actually competes in their own high school time trial competitions, which is so cool. They literally compete with times all across the state, across the nation. It's actually kind of insane that you can play Mario Kart new time trials and meet people who want to do that. He's actually been coaching other players in their own high school. It's kind of cool.
That is awesome. He's being a mentor and still in high school. You got to love that. I do a little bit of casting for iRacing when we're not here doing that, but I would love to get involved in some high school Mario Kart, because I feel like, boom goes the dynamite, and boom, boom, I came to shake the room. Bobby in 5th place, not looking exactly where they want to be.
Yeah, the blue shell and then the bomb off the side of the barrier is actually the last thing that you want to see happen. They both have the same stunt timer, so Bobby's going to have to work their way up. But like I'm saying, these little shortcuts make a huge difference. As Shock comes down, Blackout going to be able to grab that double item box, but will it give them the triple streams that they're looking for? Only one shroom in a dream. Checking those back cameras, making sure that they're going to be safe. Ankles in 1st place, trying to hang on to it for dear life, and they are able to. The Shock being the difference between a last and 1st place finish. Ankles
Kiro grabs second place, and Blackout coming back to the top 3, finishing out our podium finishes right there.
Donkey Kong to go.
Yeah, Donkey Kong in the house.
5th place. All right, we love him, but
You gotta
not
love it,
so
right?
much the new design.
Hates
Tell me
the
in
new
the
design.
chat, is the new design good, bad, terrible, ugly? What do you like or dislike about it? My friend was telling me, does this look like the new design, guys? Does this look like the new design? I feel like it kind of does.
A little bit. It's
little bit.
more cartoony than the actual design.
Like
is, right?
it's like a mixture of the new and old one. That's what actually I think just looks better than the new design. But you know, I'm a old DK enjoyer. What can I say? But tell me, twitch.tv/LED Esports, do you like the new Donkey Kong design as we get that randomizer going?
Yeah, round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows.
Shy Guy Falls, and we will be falling down a waterfall here today. Very fun track. We don't see it enough, in my opinion, just because these shortcuts at the end of the track are a lot more proficient. They give you a lot of spots. If you have a mushroom, you're flying past 3 or ish people, but we'll see what happens. Ankle right here in first place. They're going to be able to start us off.
Yeah, let's go, Ankles. You trying to get a win on every map with a different loadout. You know what? You got to give it to them. Because, you know what, I don't think I have the gumption to make that happen.
Oh, I tried one time as like a challenge, and I gave up like 2 cards in. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'll stick with the classics. I'll throw me on that Mr. Scooty and call it a day. But Kiro's here, gotta be able to grab that single item box. And remember also the coins.
Yes,
Logan,
coins.
what do they do?
You gotta get 10 coins because you will be going faster than everybody else who doesn't have 10 coins. Like you like to say, if you have 10 coins, you're going 45 miles an hour. If you do not have 10 coins, you're going 40. And you know what? If you only have 1 coin, you're probably going like 30.
Yeah, I mean, we said we weren't good with numbers. We didn't lie to you.
Yeah, no, we're not good with numbers.
Bobby, though, is going to be here in first place. They're going to be having those 7 coins, backing that green shell, trying to get themselves some space. Gets exactly what they're looking for, truly, in that pocket item slot. But Blackout here in third. The ink is sliding them into the off-road, trails the red shell, and takes out a competitor on the way. I would be super tilted to see someone go in the off-road. I'm trying to get around them, and then guess what? I get punished for it. But they're going to be here in 5th place. And does that look like a DK bot in 4th right now? They are doing work. That's my boy.
Yeah, the bot getting it done. AI showing up and showing out and showing everybody, hey, we have become self-aware.
I am scared to think. Oh my God!
No!
The bomb snipes, the shots. What is going on tonight? They are on point as we're going to be seeing Bobby here in 2nd place. Number 5 taking over first, but banana in hand. They're trying to survive. And remember, Mario Kart World, they won't have to worry about getting squished as easy as it is in this game. It doesn't last nearly as long. But for now, we're going to be seeing Ankles in 6th place. Got the mushroom. Let's see if they're going to be able to roll into something better.
Got item screen out of the double item box, but Ankles currently in 6th place
huge.
with that mushroom. It is huge because they got 1 mushroom, now they've got 3. So 4 all day. Let's see if they can utilize this to move themselves up. They've got 1. Let's see if they can get more. As Bobby now in 2nd place, taking that shortcut.
And has the red for defense, but gets fire flowered out. Will they get passed up at the last second is the question. Kiro grabbing 1st place.
Getting it done. Bobby coming in 2nd place and rounding out our top 3. He wears his sunglasses at night because, hey, he's too cool for school at Zulu.
Isn't there a song like that?
There is.
Like, I wear
My sunglasses at night so I can.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's actually doing with them, but he wears them.
He wears them. He does them. You know,
Yeah. Good for him.
Yeah, you gotta save yourself from the Blu-rays or something like that, right?
Hey,
Yeah,
right.
People
Save your
hate
eyes.
Blu-rays, right? How dare they?
You know, in my radio
Physical
career,
media.
I've been offered LASIK surgery 7 times, and I've never done it. And the reason,
Really?
for free 7 times. I've never done it.
Can I take one of those 7 times?
Well, next time I get it, you can. The reason I haven't is because of a Simpsons episode where Homer goes over to Flanders' house, like 15 years in the future, and Flanders is blind, and he comes out and goes, I really should have waited for that 10-year research on the LASIK surgery. And you only get 1 pair of eyes, so it's stuck with me.
No, I've watched it because, you know, it seems nice. It seems good. But then I've watched those surgeries, and I'm like, gotta peel the eyelid?
No!
You gotta keep your eyes peeled, though, on this track because we got another Rainbow Road.
Let's
coming
go.
up.
Rainbow Road, 3rd race of qualifier number 2. And we're checking in on Ankles again in pod number 2.
But they're all the way down in 6th place.
Yeah.
that Octagon once again got fit. They are drifting their way in the top 6 spots. You can't let the bots do that to you.
No, don't let the box drag you around. That's not cool.
Especially this day and age. It's not good.
No, it's not.
Bunzel here in second place. Got the mushroom. Got to be able to take that shortcut right fast. And going into first. Got that double. And if you actually hop into these cannon sections and not trick, it's actually faster and gives you like 0.2 seconds faster through the cannon section because it deploys the glider faster than if you just tricked through the cannon section.
And that's a more you know moment by my friend Pidgey to you. Now, check out Yoshi. They did not take the leap of faith right there, and they fell back a few places because of that.
Yeah, but able to hit those boost panels, which brings them right back up to that 5th place battle. Really nice moves there. That's actually a great line to take. If you're able to drift right past those boost panels, it just gives you a little bit extra speed because when you do drift, you're going slower.
Yeah.
But it gives you an advantage once you get those mini, super mini, or ultra mini turbos. Kiro here in 5th, throws the red, and it lands.
It finds a home right there. Kiro currently in 4th place as they jump up, able to hit the double item box right now as we check in on Ankles, who got very, very lucky right there.
That was wild, but Kiro was unlucky. Grabs the bullet, but the shot came right when he grabbed it. Bobby gonna be the target of another blue shell, but the person behind him gonna be able to duke it out right here, right now, going into the 3rd lap. Got that double banana supreme. You gotta get the potassium in here and blackout. Got the boomerang in hand, but it gets ghosted. The boost says, goodbye, you better be spooked because you ain't gonna survive. Trying to draft it out, sees the banana right behind him, but they're gonna be able to get back to the side. Almost falls off the track, but goes into this glider section a little bit easier.
Yeah, Blackout currently in 2nd place. They overtake 1st place. Let's see how long they're able to stay there as they hit the power boost and get the double item box. You know what? Just narrowly missing that banana, full of potassium, but also full of dismay and despair if you actually hit it.
Yeah, honestly, you'll hear screams, and that's from the banana of pain and despair. Don't worry about it. It happens. Ankles, though, in 5th, feeling a little bit despair here with that loadout. You're seeing how it's a little bit more difficult when they're used to something else. But what Blackout is used to is grabbing 1st place on race number 3.
Kiro coming in 2nd place and rounding out the top 3, Zol!
Beautiful work by our competitors there today. Rounding us out, consistent top 3 finishes from those competitors who come week after week. But remember, they are not invincible. They are not. Well, technically, I guess you could say if you're referencing the character, yeah, they get hit over and over and over and over and over again. But they know how to get back up and get themselves back in the fight a little bit easier. So don't get discouraged by any of these races. It just takes one good race to put you into those semifinals.
Yeah, it's definitely true. All you got to do is get a couple podium finishes or just one, and it will exponentially raise your trajectory. Whew, sky.
Into the sky. And we're still trying to figure out how much Mario Kart World point distribution is going to affect because they changed that whole thing up with 24 racers. Exactly. So eventually we'll be able to at least break that down a little bit more. But what we're breaking it down here, Mark, is that we're going back to another Rainbow Road, but this is the 3DS edition. Very fun one, but again, very front runner heavy. If you get hit out to the back, I don't know how you catch back up. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, well, the 3rd iteration of Rainbow Road that we're gonna see today. I mean, it's all about Rainbow Road. Brings me back to my childhood. I want some chicken nuggies and some Mountain Dew Code Red right now.
That sounds actually fantastic. We gotta get the arena on that.
Ah, why not, right?
Hey, you know what?
They even make that stuff anymore?
They should, if they don't. But Angel's gonna be there with that red shell, throws it forward, but it's going to get blocked by 1st place's defense. Blackout gonna take these turns, and these turns were actually some of the most difficult things that I had to.
Lakitu doing their job right there.
Yeah, and I told you, it's difficult. That turning section, it's just a weird momentum. Go.
No! A little bounce, bounce, bounce. Look at the look on Yoshi's face as they go off the edge to no return. Oh, and Tornado almost gets hit by...
Everyone thinks, hey, it's anti-gravity time, right? No, that's not how gravity works in Mario Kart.
Not at all. Not in this. Ooh, look at Kiro with that really, really nice drift.
Nice. Oh, you spoke too soon.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Drifted their way into into a no double item box. Shot comes out anyways, but they're going to be able to at least grab some coins. We talked about how important they are, and they are. Look up a YouTube video right now and compare 10 coins to 0 coins. It makes a huge difference. Ankle's going to be the target of said blue shell, and now they got a long ways back and crater's distance away from first place.
Yeah, you never really see anybody down on this part of the map, so you know it's not a good part when they're down there in the crater section.
Blackout, though, is going to be able to get around the competition, trying to survive as best they can. This track is so difficult to get coins on, so if you're able to go for it some way, somehow, they're probably going to be able to grab that one and go for 2. Will they roll for another item? No, they got to hold on to that banana so they don't get hit. Beautiful lines, though, coming out from Blackout here in 3rd place. Sees the triple mushrooms behind him, and
oh boy,
competitors hit each other out. What happened up in 1st place? Triple greens right in front of Bobby. They got to survive some way, somehow. They get the the track. They fall. Blackout grabs 1st on the final race of qualifier number 2.
Ankles with 2nd place and Zool with 3rd. Bobby taking a late hiatus off of the map and making Lakitu do their job. Bobby once again struggling.
Yeah, it's the Wiggler on Wiggler action. They're not used to it. It's a really heavy loadout to deal with. So, you know what? That is a rough finish. But still, 5th place, not bad. Like we said, you're just aiming for that top 6.
Right.
That's going to be your final standings, and we'll get the names to the scores momentarily. But, Logan, how'd you feel about qualifier number 2?
I felt really good about it. I love the fact that we keep each and every single week for the last, I want to say, like 5-6 weeks, we're seeing a lot of people come in from the outside of, you know, not the competitors that are here week in and week out. We're seeing a lot of newbies coming in, and they're doing well. And that's exciting for me, because it's one thing if you're here each and every single week. I get it. You know, you're putting in the time, you're putting in the effort, but it's so much fun when you see somebody come out of nowhere and come from behind and really mess up and muck about with what they're used to up on stage.
Yeah, it is actually always entertaining to see some sort of new strategy, new cart loadout, even though when you know that they're not playing the meta,
right,
it changes the game on how these players have to maneuver around all of these players. It's really, really fun. But what's even more fun is seeing what the scores are looking like. Logan, bring us through what happened here today. These scores are looking low.
Well, Blackout with 49 points in 1st place. Kiro with 48 points, just 1 point behind Blackout in 2nd. Ankles, big drop off there to 39 points in 3rd. Bobby, 1 point behind Ankles in 4th place with 38. Zool right behind them in 5th place with 36. Yoshi Monk with 24 in 6th place. Tornado Strike, 23 points in 7th. And YZ, 15, thank you, 15 points in 8th place. And Killer Kai in 11th, with 11 points in 9th place.
Could be Wissy. We'll never find out. We'll keep you on the edge, trying to figure it out. But really great work from those competitors overall. Yeah. Remember, stick around. You literally do not know if you are in semifinals until we know after the next 4 races who we have. Racers on deck. If you hear your name, head up to the hype tunnel and get ready for your 4 races. We've got Emery back in the house. She didn't know there was a tournament last week, but thankfully was able to check the calendar this week. Yezi, last week's champion. Ariel Postal, Phantom, Mr. Scooty, B Minutes, Vintage Profit, Cupcake, and Sea Child. If you heard your name, get ready, get locked in, and you better be grabbing 10 coins, because if you don't, then who am I supposed to rob?
Well, you're not going to rob anybody, and they're going to be going really slow, and they're going to be really unhappy, and they're not going to be having any fun. And video games are supposed to be fun. That's why we do it here under the lights each and every Saturday night here at the HyperX Arena inside of the Luxor. This is where you need to be if you love Mario Kart, you love racing. Ooh, get on down.
But what if I'm C, or D, or E, or FG?
You're going to have to work that out in private.
What am I paying you for, Logan?
You're not paying me enough. By the way, Cupcake might be my favorite. Name right now, because I could go for a cupcake.
I like Vintage Profit. I don't know why. It's
all right, that's fun.
Kind of going with a little bit of a interesting combination there. What would you describe a Vintage Profit as, Logan? Yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, if I actually could tell the future, yes, I would. I'm definitely vintage, that's for sure.
That's what we're doing. Hey,
I don't know.
Curse.
I don't know if I'm so much of a prophet, but I did make a couple good calls last week, so we'll see.
You did. But it's going to be interesting. Remember, Yezi being last week's winner. That is going to be a story to follow, because if we can go the back to the back for them, especially when it comes down to these final few weeks, it's going to be quite interesting. But Ariel Apostle, another competitor who's just a fantastic human being overall.
Yes.
I got to shout him out every single week. They are just a fantastic husband and wife. They are just, every single time I get to talk to them, it's just wonderful people. They always raise money for the Alzheimer's Association. It means so much to them. Went out to Peoria Con. They have family out there that was able to drive us to the airport, and it was just super, super nice. Really wonderful people, but they only have a few more speedways left. They're going out to California. So Knight and Ariel won't be here when we have Mario Kart World. And it hurts. It hurts. You see these players for years and years and years. They've been competing, they've been playing, and now it really comes down to the wire on whether or not they're going to be able to bring it, because Ariel Apostle last week also got 3rd place overall at the Level Up tournament. So they are locked in, but they got to bring it, and they got to do what they do best and use that inward bike and grab first.
Well, sometimes, I've been known to check out Ariel's streams and be in there, and they're always playing Mario Kart, so it's always a good learning experience for me to get in there and watch these competitors race on their own time, because it's a little bit different when you get under the lights. And speaking about being under the lights, we've got some walkout. Oh, the players are ready for qualifier number 3. They're in the hype tunnel. They're getting hyped up. HyperX Arena, make some noise and let them hear your love.
These are your next racers coming up. We got the one, the only Emery going down the line. Yezi, Mr. Scooty, Ariel Apostle, all of these wonderful competitors getting ready and looking amazing under the lights in the HyperX Hype Tunnel. Actually looking fresh and ready to race.
So fresh and so clean coming down that hype tunnel. And Ariel Apostle has the fluffiness with him.
Yep, got that purple Yoshi always on standby. I actually love it. Actually got it created by one of the vendors who came down here, because sometimes we have vendor nights.
Yeah, we do.
They were able to get that custom made for themselves, and they use the yarn and everything. It's actually really, really nice. Really well made. I got a capybara and a Psyduck from that vendor as well. But yeah, keep on the lookout for calendars. If we ever do bring back vendors, you'll be able to support some of the local artists in this community. But going down the line, these are the local racers who come here every single week trying to make some cash money, some do re mi la fa sol la di.
You completely screwed that up, but that's okay.
Words are difficult.
Next time, you got it. I believe in you.
We'll run it back. No, you don't.
I'm the one with the concussion today. There's Mr. Scooty plugging in the controller, getting all ready, and that is a Pac-Man, by the way, I do believe.
They were just playing the movie Pixels on the screen, by the way, so you know what, shout it out. But
Emery is back in the house tonight, shaking her head at me right now. Emery, are you gonna win today? Yes, she says she's got it.
At least someone can say yes. Looking at Bobby over there being like, ah. And then we got the best Fortnite character in the game on their shirt. We got Godzilla. Let's go. And honestly, that Godzilla skin's goated. I'm just saying, guys. If you haven't already, go check out Fortnite and be a part of that community and do what y'all do best and win some money playing some esports. But going down the line, everyone looking just trying to figure out what kart loadout they want to do. But like we said before, if you want to go with that Yoshi, Teddy Buddy, roller tires, you're on your way into the world of the meta kart loadouts in this game. But like I said before, if you pick Peachette, Birdo, you know, you got Daisy, Peach, all of those share the same weight class as a Yoshi. It's just people like playing Yoshi. What isn't there to like about Yoshi?
Now let's talk about Mario Kart World right now, because you're not going to be able to pick your loadouts.
No, you actually get pre-made carts now.
What is that?
That is an interesting choice. That's what that is. And yeah, I mean, pre-made carts, I was hoping they were just going to get rid of the weight classes in general to make it more even across the board. But now, the weight classes are back. But to counteract that, you have to think now. Also, when you're playing the game, you're going to be able to unlock costumes, which is really cool.
All right, that's cool.
That's cool. There's going to be, like, with the costumes, which you can say if it's a character or not. Yeah. It's going to be, like, over 100 different characters with the costumes. So that's really exciting to think about when it comes to Mario Kart World. Is it Rainbow Road Night? We're going through all the Rainbow Roads, Logan.
Every single Rainbow Road.
That is crazy. We've gotten 4 of them so far.
Well, you know, we always say there's 96 tracks, but only 27 to 28 of them play out. And this
And
is
you're only getting 30 with Mario Kart World.
yeah, and this is a great example of that tonight. As we check out our first race of qualifier number 3, Yezi in pot number 2. Let's see if they have the magic to keep the glue together and grab themselves a victory.
And you're seeing them on that Inkling loadout. Remember, hey, they got 3 games before we got 1. This better be worth it. But B Minutes got 6th place. Got that mushroom in hand. Gonna be bumped to the side here. I love this track, actually, from the bottom of my heart. It's so pretty. And someone actually on Twitter, as they get Swift, mods the game, and they brought up, you know, you see all of that exterior. They brought it up to like equal level of the stage. It looks insanely pretty. It's actually one of my favorite tracks in the game. As you see that bomb get chopped off the map, and Seachild, unfortunately, not going to be able to drift around that banana. They're going to be here in 8th place. Grabs that single box. Going over to Emery. Going to be able to do some coin running on that Isabel loadout. Why didn't they bring back Isabel? Come on. I want to see those characters.
Sad face, right?
Sad face indeed. One of my go-to characters.
Now, this is another Rainbow Road where you cannot stand to be in the back of the pack. You need to be up front and making it happen. And there is no safety on this map. I mean, this map is
literally no barrier.
Yeah, just wide open, making Lakitu really do their job. But as of right now, these racers are doing a good job of staying on the map.
Yeah, they are, but they're going to get fired back. Mr. Scooty, unfortunately, not going to be able to survive there, and it looks like they were able to get around that blue shell. But remember, if you see that on the minimap, you just got to get out of the middle of the road. Yezi! They hit the shortcut, and in the middle of landing, they're able to dodge the blue shell with the mushroom. Track comes out, and that might be enough. I was going to jinx them as they almost drifted
don't jinx them yet.
These stages, there's going to be 2 different competitors and a boomerang that's going to cause Yeti to drop down to 3rd. 2 competitors fall off the stage. And
Ariel Postal
grabs first.
And in 2nd place, we've got Phantom. And rounding out the top 3, Yezi making their way to the podium place.
That is insane. What an ending to a race.
Yeah, right.
That was pretty, nonchalant. You got a green shell there, fire flower over here. But then at the very end, Yezi clutching up, taking that shortcut, hits the blue shell dodge, shot comes out. Boomerang also there, gonna squish him, knocks off 2 competitors off the stage. And then Ariel Postal right there to grab first.
You know what? The last few weeks, we've seen some really great plays on the blue shell, purple shell, whatever you want to call it. But we've seen some great defensive mechanisms put into place, whether it be jumping off of a wall, using the mushroom, using the air horn, whatever it is. We've really seen some high IQ, and that blue shell not as meaningful as it has been in the past year.
No, it was not, unfortunately. You know, I actually do appreciate that now in Mario Kart World, the mushroom dodge is still there at least. And if you're able to plan it out, even though it's a little bit different in the animation, same exact thing applies. If you don't know how the blue shell dodge works, all you got to do is wait for the blue shell to tip down, and then you hit the mushroom, and you'll be able to go right through it and not worry about a thing as we go to Rosalina's Ice World for race number 2.
And that's a More You Know moment, brought to you by Pidgey to you. Here we go. Break out the ice skates, kids. We're going to get Dancy over here. Now, this map is fun.
It's tough.
It's tough, though. It's very hard. It's obviously slippery for, you know why, because we're on ice.
Really?
But
we're going to Mario Kart on ice?
Go figure. Well, I'm surprised that they don't have that as a thing.
I was actually thinking that.
Why is that not a thing?
Right when I said that, I was like, I would pay money to see Mario Kart on ice
I want to see that. You know what?
Imagine Mario Kart taking down Bowser on an ice skating ring.
You know what it is? Because Nintendo is one of the only properties Disney hasn't bought up from our childhood yet.
Oh, no, okay, they missed it. I thought Mr.
They missed it. As we check out Funky Kong, looking so fresh and so clean right
the
there.
Teddy Buddy. I don't know. Would Funky Kong be rocking the Teddy Buddy?
You know what? That looks a little bit light for him. I'm just going to say.
Aaron Boslow here in 3rd place. But if you don't know, sometimes the game on your screen might show that you hit someone. Or if you're falling off the track, it might show they didn't fall off the track, and you'll be able to bump right into him. Shot comes down, a double whammy combo wombo combination. Taco Bell Pizza Hut, as we're going to be seeing Emery here in 4th place. Gonna have those triple shrooms, and what a loadout, because guess what? Look at that mini map. Yezi is taking off and skyrocketing. You got to make sure he's not playing Splatoon on the side because, my goodness, they don't have a thing to worry about right now as Emery's going to be able to tank 2 reds and keep it going as they're going to get a lot of good items.
Emery is looking pretty good right now, especially after taking a week off. We've seen some other competitors have that thumb rust, as we like to call it over here.
Have to apply some rusties.
Yes, exactly. But Emery, you know, she's at home doing her thing right now.
Actually, it's such a great story because during Mega J-Keezy's Summit, which was one of their own ran events, she talked about...
Still waiting for my payoff for the naming sake.
Everyone is, but everyone was sharing the story saying, hey, yeah, she was actually one of the people that wasn't taking the game seriously, and now she's one of the best competitors in the game. So it's really cool to see, hey, if you take this game a little bit seriously, do those time trials, you'll be good to go. Aeropostale, though, here in 4th place, gonna be able to grab those triple screens and grabs a 1st place finish. Yezi right there, Emery in 2nd, and going down the line, Phantom in 3rd.
Yo, look at Phantom coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, honestly.
See what I did? Yeah, I'm sorry.
I get it now.
Oh, you get it now?
Yeah,
all right, cool. I'm glad you're keeping up.
No, I was not. Just like everyone else wasn't keeping up to Yezi, man.
No.
I was just following suit there.
Yo, Yezi's looking like they're in complete control right now, but we're just in the quals. So you know what? You got to put your best foot forward in each and every single race that you're a part of. But all you really got to do is get those points, make yourself at home, and then start worrying about it when you get to the semifinals, because that's when you got to finish in the top 6 to be able to move on. And then the grand finals, it's anybody's game.
It really is. Even coming down to last week.
Oh my gosh.
3 different competitors.
How crazy was it?
8 races of just nonstop back and forth, duking it out, and race after race. We couldn't even predict who was going to win.
I'm not going to talk about it, but I am going to say there was some controversy after the match last week. We won't get into it, but there was some controversy there. So you know what? Come on out and be part of the action because, you can cut the tension in the air with a knife.
Quite literally. Yeah, it was getting heated in the world of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
It got heated, bro.
And it's getting even more heated as we're going back to another
Rainbow Road for the love of... No. I'm done. I'm out. You know what? No, I'm good. I'm good.
No,
I've had enough.
That's crazy.
How many Rainbow Roads do we have?
Now this is 5.
5.
We're going back to this one. We really got to grab Wii Rainbow Road, but this is crazy. The game wants us on Rainbow Road.
Obviously. I mean, if this isn't telling us something, I don't know what is.
Maybe hints for Mario Kart World.
Maybe ban when we get into the finals. Maybe ban some Rainbow Roads.
No, everyone just pick Rainbow Roads all night. That's all we can ask for.
Don't do that.
Imagine. That's what I'm living for here, Logan. You know what?
See, Bobby's gonna do the double troll. You're gonna say don't do that, and he's gonna do it, but then not do it, just to prove it to you.
Oh, 100%. That's what we love about Bobby. But what we're loving right now is all of these racers trying to keep into the front of the pack. We talked about it. No shortcuts. You've already seen it once, so you better know what to expect. As Mr. Scooty going to get hit out, but so does another competitor by who knows what. But right now we do have those triple
No, Mr. Scooty.
Chain chomp goes bonk as they're gonna bring him down to 8th place.
Yeah, bonk is the exact right term. Reminiscent of a Neo Geo game back in the day that I used to play. And if you don't know what Neo Geo is, hit that Google right now as B Minutes coming back and snuck from 7th to 2nd place. That's how you get it done. That's 5 places in literally 2 seconds.
Yeah, being able to pop those mushrooms into that star, able to avoid the boomerang that hit a 2-for-1 special. Vintage Profit, though, not going to be able to avoid, has no defense for that red shell. Brings them all the way down to 9th place. Emery, though, here in 2nd place. And once again, Yezi leading the pack, doesn't have a stress on their mind. Emery popping the air horn and brings them to a 2nd place finish. But Yezi chilling on their phone saying, hey, when does the semifinals start? Am I in 1 or 2?
Yeah.
Because I don't got a worry in the world right now.
Yeah, Yezi's chilling like Bob Dylan with Cream Fillin', and he's not hanging out with Matt Dillon because he can't pay the bills. But he's got the skills to pay the bills, and we are down to our last race in qualifier number 3. Quals are almost done. You need to show up, show out, and show the rest of the field what you've got. Or you're going to be going home and using your tears to salt your fiery Cheetos while you ask your mama, where did it all go wrong?
Oh, no.
It was probably turn number 3, by the way.
Yeah.
If you're wondering.
Turn maybe number 5.
Yeah, sure.
And we'll debate on that later, buddy. All right. But we'll see where we're turning to next with the final race is going to be Rainbow Road. No.
No.
Not going to Rainbow Road.
Thank you for not doing that.
Madrid Drive will be the next track. But a great track. Nevertheless,
track.
I love it. Really, really fun stuff. But would have been funny.
We're going to Spain. Okay?
We're going to Spain.
We're going to Spain.
We have some soccer happening. Am I right?
Oh, yeah, dude. And technically, Spain and Madrid and Barcelona want to be considered the culinary center of the universe right now.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure Italy and France have something to say about that, but we're in Madrid right now.
We'll see where we're going to be able to Madrid next. Is Jesse going to be living in first place, pops the coins, and that's the way to do it. In first place, you're grabbing coins, so use the coins to try and give yourself a little bit extra speed. Seachild here in 10th place. You're going to be seeing a sleeping Wiggler right there, looking adorable.
Oh, look at that.
Just taking a little bit of a snooze, but they're going to be waking up momentarily. Cupcake here in 7th.
Yeah, Cupcake in the IndyCar or F1, depending on how fast it goes. Right now, they're not going quite as fast as they need to be. They need 4 more coins to be going as fast as they possibly can.
And they're getting right up there, up to 7. Vintage Profit here in 8th, able to somehow avoid that red shell, not going towards them. They got to be careful of that trailing green shell, but Shock is going to take it all away as well as their golden mushroom. You only have 1 coin, but B Minutes is going to be here in 3rd.
Yeah, B Minutes coming back after a little bit of a respite. They're looking to make their way to Florida and I believe the Philippines coming up. So they're another one of our competitors who we won't see for a little bit.
I mean, it would be great to see because they're going to go to the new Universal Studios
right?
when they're opening up new rides and everything else. They're going to be able to go down there and experience all of those because it looks insane.
Yeah, it looks super dope. And speaking of dope, Emery in 2nd place right now. She doesn't need to finish it first. She's looking good in the hood. And Mr. Rogers says, hey, you got this. I believe in you.
Oh, she's got something in the pocket right there. You'll be seeing a little bit of action, but Yezi right now just controlling the front of the pack. Where is everyone else? They're going to be able to pop 1, have to use 2, but they're trying to wall dodge the 2nd red, but they're going to be able to at least get 2 of those done. 3 seconds off their lap time. We're going to be seeing Aerial Postal here in 4th place. Popping and locking, got those shrooms, taking these turns. Blue Shell on the way to 1st. Yezi might lose this 1st place run.
Right
they're
here.
Gonna get hit by that Blue Shell and get taken over. 2 spots in the bomb. That's going to be on the way, but they get live trailed out, laughing it out. The pain as Phantom throws forward that red shell, but Double Bananas coming back. Green shell bouncing across all of these soccer balls, and they're able to protect themselves. Phantom surviving in this top 3. Pod number 1 gets right around that bomb. As we turn this final corner, Phantom finishes in 3rd place.
Aerial Postal with a 1st place finish looking good. Emery with a 2nd place finish as well. That brings us to the end of qualifier number 3. That's all 4 races. We're going to find out momentarily who will be moving on into the semifinals and who will be sitting here and grabbing some good food, some great drinks, and making friends with Mike and David behind the bar. Make sure you say hi. And you know what? Chris is walking around too. Say hi to him. You know, say hi to everybody here. This is what we do. Now, what you need to do.
What do I need to do?
Go grab yourself a snack.
Okay.
We'll be right back, and we'll have our scores. Don't go anywhere. Well, go to the kitchen, but come on back. We'll be here.
Deluxe action. We're getting ready for some more 150cc action, but what is even better than that
What's
is
that?
going into semifinals number 1. Already, we're going to be having that list of scores of the last qualifier, and then the racers on deck. They're already getting lined up in the hype tunnel. They're already getting excited. Talking to a few competitors down there. They are hyped, happy, and ready to go for the next 6 races.
And the best part is again, we have new, fresh faces here in the HyperX Arena. We love to see that, and we'd love to see you be here. And if Mario Kart's not your thing, get onto the Discord, get involved. Tomorrow, May the 4th be with you. We got a lot of Star Wars action for you. I know you love Star Wars. I'll see you tomorrow. But guess what we got going on right now, Pidgey?
What do we got going on right now? I don't even know. Where are we?
We've got racers on deck, baby!
Let's bring it through. Semifinals number 1 are already ready. We're going to be seeing Blackout, Yezi, Jaguars, Zongo, Phantom, Bobby, Zol, B-Minutes, Blaze Flame, Yoshi Monk, Siege Child, and Vintage Prophet. A lot of racers' names that we've already seen before, but now it's going to get even more difficult with racers who have duked it out, made it into semis, and now you got to get top 6, because if you don't, your night ends here.
Yeah, you're just going to be going home. Hey, I want to talk a little bit about my Golden Girls Cup here.
It doesn't look golden at all. That's
Well,
pink.
I like
Or
pink.
would you say purple?
I would say salmon, but that's, that's up to you. I brought this out last week, and I was watching the NBA playoffs on TNT this week, and guess what? Charles Barkley, not the same cup, but he was drinking out of a mug that had the same picture on it that said "Stay Golden." And I was like, great minds think alike, but my golf swing is much better than his. Because his is terrible.
Oh, really?
Terrible.
How would you know?
My handicap is a 14. Production wants to know what my handicap is. It's a 14.
Oh, I thought your handicap was trying to go up the stairs.
You know what? Tomorrow it's going to be just getting out of bed. Look, we've talked about it before. I used to be a wrestling manager in NWA, ECW, all that stuff. I remember in college I did a WCW match, and one of the guys was having a bad day and decided to try to take it out on me. I was maybe 19 or 20 years old. And the next day I had to roll out of bed onto the floor to be able to get up. And my girlfriend at the time looked at me and goes, "I thought you were smarter than this." And I looked at her from the floor and went, apparently not.
No, not at all. You know what? She should have known what she was getting herself into is all I'm saying.
And that's why we're not married.
You know what?
She figured it out real quick when I was on the ground going, I can't move. This hurts. Look, wrestling may be predetermined, but everything in it hurts. Trust me on that.
I could imagine. You watch any person their first time trying to do wrestling, they don't get up in the morning after.
Well, you know what hurt today?
What?
Amari the Ferrari, linebacker for the Raiders. I believe he's number 53, maybe 52. He laid me out. He laid me out. We might be able to see that before the end of the day and see that. But I got tackled by an NFL linebacker today. The fact that I'm standing here, I might have a little bit of a thing going on up here, but you know what? That's nothing different from any other week, I'll be quite honest with you. But boy, he looked at me, and when he was done, he goes, "Be careful what you ask for." Wow.
And what did you ask for, Logan?
I said, I'm down. If you want to hit me, I'm good with it. I'll tuck my chin.
Okay, all right.
Wait till you see my glasses, my shoes, everything. He hit me with full on force.
I already saw the video. Spoiler alert, he's not lying.
I'm not lying,
No,
by the
not
way.
at all. And it looks like we do have the scores ready from the last qualifier. Let's see how they did. We got Yezi tying with Aeropostale in first place. Emery there in third. Phantom in fourth. B-Minutes in fifth. Mr. Scooty in sixth. C-Child in seventh. And Vintage Prophet in eighth with 17 points. And that was the cutoff, was 17 points.
Oh,
That's
wow.
what we talk about all the time. You still got to stick around and see if you make it into the next round.
And you know what? It seems like every week we get somebody who was able to make it into the semis and calls it a day early because they just don't have the belief in themselves that they're going to be here for the next round. So don't go anywhere.
Shame.
Look, we've got great food, we've got great drinks, we've got great people, we've got great games, and we've got a great community as well. This is the place to be on Saturday night. If you like Mario Kart, you like racing, or you just love video games, this is where you need to hang out.
And we are ready. All the competitors in semifinals number 1 are currently lined up. They're ready, and they got their game faces on for this first 6 races of semifinals.
Let's go! Hype tunnel looking so pretty.
They are. Look at the colors. That's literally the rainbow road of the HyperX Arena. Am I right?
You are right.
I love to see these competitors getting hyped, getting excited.
Yeah, look at that.
There we go.
Yo, I see a lot of serious faces, though. I see people locked in right now.
Hey, you gotta be, because if you don't have that mental in check, especially for something like Mario Kart, where you're going to get hit by greens, reds, purples, yellows, everything is after you in this game. You gotta be able to shrug it off, go forward, and go to the next race.
Yeah, and that's one of the things is to be able to get out of your own headspace, be able to move on. Like I always say, pull yourself up from those Mario Kart bootstraps and get back in the race. It's not easy, especially on the stage in front of your friends and family and in front of the arena. It's not as easy as you think. You're not at home sitting there just doing your thing. You are under the lights and everybody's watching you. And you know what? We all have anxiety. And here, the first couple times you get on that stage, I've been on that stage. Guess what? It ain't easy.
No, it is not. I have raced there for years and years and years, and my nerves never got under control until I realized, hey, you got to just win.
Just win.
Just win.
Yeah, it's very simple, right?
Yeah.
Just win.
Yeah. Just drive fast. What are you doing? Driving slow? Why would you do that?
No, don't drive slow, drive fast. It's easier. Yeah.
It is. I think so.
And Knight is having a night. Area Apostle is having a night, and we're both going to say goodnight to them because they're going to be on their way to Cali.
Yeah, it is unfortunate to hear all of their time here ending. I mean, I know Knight was always aiming for that first place spot for a very long time, been this close of grabbing their own Speedway title and that $200 in their pocket, but unfortunately just hasn't been able to grab it yet. It was literally 59 to 58 not too long ago where they were so close of grabbing their first Speedway title, got it ripped away from them just at the final seconds. And it happens in literally a blink of an eye, and you lose a lot of money at this tournament, or you can gain a lot of money at this tournament as well.
Yeah, currently their Speedway ranking is 8, by the way. And Angles is 6th.
There we go. I think that's kind of lining up. I can see that happening.
I can see it too.
Ankles unfortunately had a little bit of a rough run in. Level Up Expo had their own Mario Kart tournament as well. They had to get a whole room reset with someone not remembering to disconnect their controllers. So if you are here in the arena, if you've been competing, please remember to disconnect your controllers, because if you mess up another player's race, we know which pod you were on. And we know, and we'll be looking for you.
Yeah, we're going to come find you. And give you a pat on the back and say, don't do that again, please.
Or smack on the head. Boom!
Well, I'm not smacking anybody on the head. Well, I'll smack you on the head.
Oh,
that's different.
Is it?
Well, don't smack me on the head. I'm already in concussion protocol over here. Ooh.
Could have had a new caster. Oh, what?
Yeah, well, you almost got lucky, buddy.
Amari, why didn't you hit him harder? Darn.
You know what? I got so much love coming from you right now.
Hey,
All right.
You started it, man.
Who picked
Santa for a new caster?
Who picked a rando? Who picked a rando map?
Oh, let's see, actually. Someone at the very end that I don't see, actually. But we are going to where? Oh, Koopa Cape. Very difficult track in my opinion, because there are so many little things that you got to learn to be able to go fast on this track. Front runner heavy, not many shortcuts. Grab those 10 coins and go, because if you don't, you're going to be left with the Koopas. And they're chill people, but you see Mario, he struggles.
All right, semifinal number 1, race number 1 of 6. Let's go. Yezi in first place, battling it out and still able to get there.
And Vintage Profit was watching you get tackled, Logan. A little bit of foreshadowing.
A little bit of foreshadowing right there, huh?
But Yoshimon's gonna have this 8th place spot on lock. Goes up the side of the rounds, throws that red shell forward. Gonna be able to get that connected. Spot number 7's defense, pops the mushroom. Gonna be able to take these turns very nicely. Great work there.
Yeah, loving where we go. And now we are under the sea, but kind of not under the sea, but we are under the sea.
Reefs, going on right now.
I want to go snorkeling there. That's what I want.
Actually,
right?
I think the ocean is so scary.
It is scary. You know why? Because we don't even know most of the stuff that's in the ocean. We know more about space than we do about the ocean.
I don't believe that at all.
It's true.
I couldn't imagine. Like that's scary to think about, Logan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and just understand that there's sharks, barracudas, and no bears, but oh my.
Yeah, and you want to swim with the bears?
Bears can actually swim pretty good, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 100 Logans or 1 bear. Who's gonna win?
Well, the bear wins every single time. As we check it out, Blackout trying to get their win. They got the bomb, but they are in 5th place. Blue Shell sneaks on by, and they are fighting for that 4th place, back and forth. As we check in on Zul, who lost a couple spots right there as they get zoned out.
all just have a little bit of a rough start, but there's still so much time left in this final lap to get things going for themselves, and they're going to be able to Beyblade, let it rip. Got those triple greens, and they're going to be able to try and line these up the best they can. Yezi here in second place, the person who was just smacking the competition in their qualifiers, now struggling over here in second. Got to use that first green for defense, and holds on for the next one. Sees that banana, going to be able to get around and jumps over the item box, which is really unfortunate, but Blackout here in third place. Got the rotating greens, backs one of them for that red shell, and now gonna be able to hop, skip, and wall jump away, and Bobby gonna be able to grab the first place finish of the night.
And there, Bobby getting back to their winning ways as Yezi comes in second place, and Blackout, obviously not blacked out, but they are locked in, finishing in third place of race number 1 of 6 in semifinal numero uno. Remember, in the semifinals, you need to place within the top 6 to move on to that grand finals and get your piece of that $700 prize pool.
And remember, also, if you had one bad race, it does not matter. If you had 2 bad races, it does not matter.
No.
If you had 3 bad races, it does not matter. You gotta then just start, once you get to that halfway point, this is why I always like semifinals more, is because when I competed, you have more chances to make mistakes and then learn from them and then go from there. Because 6 races actually last for a little bit of a time when you're up on that stage and you got the nerves running, you're trying to make these spots happen and go from there. But right now, having the randomizer up on the screen, players picking the tracks that they want. Waluigi Stadium, man, such a difficult track, but really fun track.
And I see Rainbow Road up there, by the way,
We're
buddy.
trying to make it 5 out of 5.
I mean, let's go all day long.
Yeah, you know what? What are we doing right now? Why is no one else picking Rainbow Road? Come on, you're not sick of it already, are you, Logan?
No, not at all. I love it. It brings me back to my child. Yes, all right. Yeah, the audience says we're sick of it too. I get it. I get it. I get it.
But we are going to Grumble Volcano for race number 2. Very fun track. Every single lap, some of it falls apart. And
yes,
I hope
it does.
that they're going to add more tracks like this with Mario Kart World, where you have all of this destructive environment. It changes in every lap. But we only got a month to know if that's going to happen. But right now, we do know Yezi drifting their way, trying to take over first and duke it out. They're going to be able to grab that second place item box, which is a red shell. Sees the banana right beside him, but is able to space themselves out and give themselves some nice drifts to take over first for the time being.
And we check in on Blaze Flame, who is in 10th place right now, making their way all the way up to 6th place with their Indy car. Getting it done, falls back at the 8th. Caster curse on my part. They're just not able, they're picking up some spots, but they're not able to utilize it. As Zul right now fighting for 5th and 6th, back and forth.
Yeah, Zul here in 5th, gonna be able to bump against the competition, drift their way forward, and then try to catch up to that first, second, third, fourth place, because they are just absolutely carting each other out right there. Throws one green shell forward, it does not land, goes off into the volcano, and you do not want to get stuck in that volcano.
Don't go into the volcano. It's hot in there. They got hot magma.
It's already feeling like a volcano outside in Las Vegas. Zobgo here in 6th place, gonna be able to go wide for that double item box. Misses a lot of those coins, which could have brought him up to that 9 coin count, but unfortunately just took that line a little bit awkward. Phantom, boomerang in hand, drops right behind the person in a star. They did not know they were underneath them.
Yeah, and that's why you got to use that back camera, because if you don't know what's happening behind you, how are you going to be able to move forward? As we check in on Phantom with that golden shroom. Spam away, my friend. They are in 3rd place, maybe able to pick up a couple spots. They are going to get ghosted. They got rid of that boomerang. It's a little Australian for them, but now they're going to go in Fuego and just spam out those fireballs. Let's see if they find a home. Yezi in 1st place with that. Oh, man, here it comes. Here it comes. No! Double nose. Double nose. 3 times a charm.
That is actually crazy. You're seeing how many people actually dodged in a star right here, right now on the mini-map. Yezi here in 2nd place still has a little bit of a lead between themselves and 3rd. Goes for that double item box. Banana in hand. Probably going to go for that snipe. But B-Minutes got that Firefly. Takes the drift the wrong way. That's not the right turn. As Bobby loses the no item shortcut and Blackout in 1st. Yezi in 2nd. And Bobby in 4th.
In 4th, Phantom in 8th.
And B-Minutes.
minutes, third place.
Got third place after taking the wrong turn,
Right?
wrong drift.
He took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, but still managed to finish in third place.
Hey, you know, if you take a wrong turn here in Las Vegas Boulevard, you are going to be stuck in traffic for about 3.5 hours. So great work of B Minutes, able to not put themselves in that situation.
Well, it's tougher in LA than it is here in Vegas, that is for sure.
Is it? It's feeling like it, Logan. Every time I go in that 15, I'm thinking, man, am I in Las Vegas or am I in LA?
Well, and somebody's really, really gunning for Rainbow Road one more time. You know.
That's what I like to see. You got to round it out. Get all of them in here. That's what I want to see. But also, we got a lot of great tracks as well. Mario Circuit 3, Sherbet Land. We got a little bit of Mario Kart Stadium. Could only guess who's picking that bad boy. Bowser's Castle. You know what? I love to see it. Let's see what the randomizer is picking. Which one do you want right here?
Airport.
Really?
Yeah, I like Airport.
But we're going to Yoshi's Island. Take it or leave it.
Yoshi's Island's fine. I mean, I could use a little bit of sun. I like to get out there and touch grass. Yoshi's Circuit, here we go.
My bad, but this is a bagging track. It's in the shape of a Yoshi. If you take a bullet bill through that waterfall, you are going to be in a very good spot. It's called a bullet extension, where it makes the bullet bill last the longest time possible. So we're going to be seeing a lot of competitors hit that break and turn around and say, hey, I'd rather bag this track than go forward. But if you don't know what bagging is, potentially it's literally as simple as saying I would need 10 coins and I would much rather take all the off-road than have to duke it out in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, Zold right now doing exactly what you're saying there in 12th place, but have no fear. They've got a star in hand, and they're going to be able to make some magic happen. Bobby in 10th place as well with 2 mushrooms. They're going to be able to move up. Everybody's bagging right now. We'll see exactly how that ends up working out, if it indeed was a good strategic move, or maybe it's just, you know what, a bad decision.
High risk, high reward. We're in Las Vegas. Might as well gamble it all here today. Blackout going to be going wide. Almost. I thought they weren't going to be able to get out in the middle of the road there. But
that was luck.
Gets, Blaze Flame taking out another competitor with her, as now Boomerang also going to land, bringing them down to 5th, but able to get around that star just in the mere millisecond. That would have been way worse, but they're trying to go wide and grab those item boxes. And try to grab those doubles, even if you have to slow down just a little bit longer. But they're going to be able to take this shortcut and take these drifts and try to work their way up the pack, because it's not an easy task to do.
No, and they did a really good job of putting themselves back into a winning position. Blackout currently in 4th place with a ghost.
Yeah, gonna get ghosted. Those triple greens, no more. They definitely let it rip, and someone else gonna be able to let it rip as well. Blackout got those mushrooms for that shortcut. Jaguars leading the pack in first. Didn't see a lot of them in the last race.
No.
But has that green shell in hand, blue shell on the way. Are they gonna slow down for it? No, they have to just straight take it. They were not able to grab an air horn, so Zold gonna be here, sees that blue shell, and now gonna be able to pop 1, 2, 3 mushrooms. Gonna be able to use the banana as a dodge, but they're gonna get passed up by 2 different competitors. Air horn going to land, Star passing them. They have no mushrooms to help them survive. Takes the cut. Unfortunately, not going to be enough, but still able to grab a top 7th finish.
No, 7th place right there as Bobby gets 1st place. Blackout gets 3rd place, and I actually missed who got 2nd.
Yeah, pod number 2, which is going to be Yezi.
Yeah, let's go, Yezi.
Grabbing that 2nd place spot. So you're currently seeing the lineup of where the scores are currently ending up. So you got to be rooting for your favorite competitor here today, and just really support him, because when it comes down to those final few races, because now getting to this halfway point, it's going to get even more and more intense.
Yeah, and it gets quicker. To be honest with you, if you're wondering why the semifinals are going quicker and there's more races, it's because the competition turns that dial up. It cranks it up to 11, because that's how high it goes. And even though the grand finals are like 8 races sometimes there's 6. We've done both. But those races go very quickly as well, because the competition just raises that bar.
Zooms right by as we're going to be going to Ribbon Road. The track
let's go.
I actually got 1st place on this track at the Level Up tournament. Did not get 1st places after that. But, hey, I got 1.
Nice.
I got 1.
Hey, up top. Up top. I'll give it to you.
Thank you. I thought you were going to take your hand away.
Nah,
I was actually kind of worried.
I wasn't going to be that guy. I thought about it, though.
Yeah, I knew you did. I knew you did. It was a hot second thought being like, let's give him a little bit of credit.
All right, as we check in on Yezi right now, let's talk about these shortcuts here. There's 2 shortcuts that are really difficult to hit, especially back-to-back.
Yes.
But then at the end of the day, if you can hold on to that mushroom, you have a really good chance of going up 3 spots with the last shortcut right before the end of the race.
Yeah, and a lot of people give us slack being like, well, the first shortcut coming up momentarily, it's not that hard to hit, but when you're duking it out, you have someone with triple shrooms or triple bananas or triple greens right in front of you, you can actually get lag chilled really easily on that first one. And that second one is where you really got to practice it and try and land it, because if you don't, you're going to be in a really bad spot, falling off the track and then calling for lag to please save me. And then you're going to just be really sad dropping so many spots. But Jaguar's here in 5th place.
Oh, wow. Missing that banana just a bit outside.
Yeah, they slowed down and were able to just drift right around it. Back green is going to land. Got that mushroom in hand. Probably going to hold on to it for the next few moments. Blackout's going to just get slammed by a green shell that got back.
That's all right.
The wall.
He won't remember it in the morning. Blackout currently in 6th place right now, getting that first shortcut. Now, the first shortcut, yeah, I agree it's easy, but make that second shortcut in unison? No, not as easy. Jaguares has the fireballs going, and Fuego right now not able to utilize that shortcut. But you know what? We've got 1 lap to go. It's not over until I start singing.
And that's what you don't want to hear, so please never end this track. Jaguares is going to be here in 3rd place. Got that fire flower. Zol in 5th. Blue shell, our favorite item in the game. You know it. If there's a race, there's got to be a blue, and there's got to be a Yezi who's able to hoard it, but unfortunately was not able to go through that double item box. So that's going to be hurting him potentially if there is a red shell. But right now, Jaguares in 3rd place. Got those mushrooms. Not going for the shortcut is quite interesting, but they have another mushroom for this ending shortcut. And
Let's see.
Gonna be in 1st. Where is everyone else?
They are behind the times right now. Yezi gets 1st place, Bobby gets 2nd place, and 3rd place is going to be, drumroll please, Zol.
With the rep in that sweatshirt, always looking fresh, but looking at this, wow. We got 32, 30, 30, 28 right now for that top 6 finish. That is a very close score going into the 5th race.
Yeah. I mean, we've only got a couple more races in this first semifinal, and then the next semifinal, and then we get on to the grand finale.
Grand finale, the moment you've all been waiting for, trying to see who's going to be going home with that 1st place $200, 2nd place $125, and going down the line from there. So a lot of money on the line for y'all to get if you come down here and compete. But got to shout out twitch.tv/Esports. We got some people in the chat. Free Dizzle, a competitor who used to come down here all the time. Great to see you in chat. Neon to Nature, going to be shouting out Zol. JJ Bros also in the chat. B Minutes, Clockwork Jules.
Topaz Tulip says, let's go B Minutes, or good luck B Minutes.
A lot of B Minutes love, and I love to see it.
And you love to see it. Yes, I knew you were going to. I was trying to get you there. I was going to match you up.
Yeah,
Baby, no, come on, people. Who picked Bobby? Bobby, is that you? Did you pick Baby Park? Okay, you didn't. Okay.
Oh, he gave us a thumb down. So that means there's a thumbs up. So he's
he definitely picked it. I don't trust a word he says.
No, I do not either. How could you? He likes circle games, like Osu.
Oh, man, it's all right turns. All right, I want to see people utilizing the little hop, skip, and a jump of that. See that lawn right there? You can hop, skip, and a jump over it. And if you've got the right trajectory, you're going to go faster than everybody else as Yezi gets into a traffic jam.
Yeah, going to have to pull out the insurance there. Those rates are going to skyrocket. They're already too expensive out here in Vegas. And that's just not a bill you want to see every month. But Bobby is going to be here in 10th place, going for a little bit of a baggerino, as fans are going to be able to use that green shell for defense. Has that mushroom in hand, pops it for that little bit of a grass shortcut. But if you didn't know, you can actually hit that shortcut and continue your drift through that grass section. It actually helps you out a lot. Exactly what Blackout's doing there. Has the mushroom and has the blue shell dodge. And that's going to propel them into 1st place even farther. Fine. A boomerang, it looks like, just chips them off the side of the nose. Shot comes out. Pod number 3. Take it over. They're able to dodge that bad boy. Bomb in hand. Sees the piranha plant. Somehow survives. Do not know where and how that even happened. Triple greens and reds getting backed.
Yeah, if you can dodge a wrench, I'm pretty sure you can dodge a blue shell as Jaguares comes in 1st place, and Yezi in second place, rounding out that top 3. Blackout with a third place finish.
And after all of that carnage chaos, assuming total control, Blackout is controlling that third place spot. And going down to the final race, we got 45-35, or 45-39-42. Going down the line, so we'll see how everyone else is going to end up. Looking pretty safe right now in that 6th place spot, but you can't let off the gas.
No.
Because if you do, those leads can go gone in an instant.
All gas, no brakes, kids. Look, if you're not first, you're
last.
Yeah.
Well, maybe second,
well,
third,
you got to
fourth.
get the first 6. So
Yeah.
if you're not 1 through 6,
Then you're last.
Then you're
I would
last.
say.
Okay.
You know, Ricky Bobby kind of got to reevaluate. I don't think they played Mario Kart before when that game came out. But
shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake.
Is we got a lot of great tracks on that randomizer here today. You know what? Royal Raceway, always a classic. Base 48, Wild Woods, Wario's Gold Mine. Would love to see a little bit of that. But
Yeah.
we are going to Mario Circuit 3. Actually, crazy fan favorite for bagging, even though it's a very difficult track to bag. But right now, we are seeing those scores 39, 35, 32, 31 is the lineup for that 6th place spot. Final race of semifinals number 1. Who's going forward? Who's going home? And who's buying some hot Cheetos on the way home? Yes, he's going to start us off. Turn us
Bagging.
around. Beep, 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 beep. And going to take the boost panel into the wall. And now they're going to be all the way down to 11th place. How are they going to come back, Logan?
Well, it's a bagging track, so what they're going to need to do is get 10 coins and utilize all of the items in front of them. And you know what? It's not just enough to be able to utilize your items in a proper way. You have to be aware of your opponents and the items they have and how they are using them.
Yes, that is very true. And if it's a bagging track, that means you're going to get charged 10 cents to bring that bag home as well. So you got to think about that. 10 coins, 10 cents.
Right.
You know what? It's very important.
And also remember, they have nerfed the items that you can get in the item box when you go back.
Yeah, but it primarily is when you back up into the item boxes.
Okay.
So if you're staying in the item boxes, you don't go past the item boxes. You'll still be able to grab those pyro items, but like you're seeing a lot of the time, people might just go through it and then go to the next set and then wait. So they are trying to eliminate it little bit by little bit, especially with Mario Kart World coming out. Bagging looks a lot less prevalent in that game. So if you're an anti-bagging fan, hey, Mario Kart World's gonna be the thing for you.
Yeah, as we check in on Zopgo right now in 6th place with 3 green shells to their name. They're falling back into 7th because somebody scooted on by with that golden mushroom looking so fresh and so clean there as we get into the last lap of the last race of semifinal number 1.
Crazy 8 right in front of Zol. Will they be able to make a crazy play to avoid all of this chaos that could potentially happen? Blue Shell on the way. Gonna go for this no item shortcut bomb in the middle of the track. Phantom in first. Does not grab what they need to dodge that Blue Shell. They're going to get hit and drop down to 3rd. But 4th place still pretty far, sides behind with that bullet bill. But it's looking like Yezi will be able to conquer and dominate and just have that momentum on their side for another 1st place finish. Jaguars in 2nd and Bobby in 3rd.
Bobby making their way in the world today. It takes everything you got.
Let's see that 6th place spot.
Let's see.
Oh my God!
Look, it's 1 point differential.
1
A 1 point differential. That's crazy.
Who's it gonna be, Logan? Who lost by a single point?
I don't know.
Who just lost on doubling their money by a single?
Somebody's going to be very sad.
Yeah, sad about picking Baby Park and why that was a terrible choice in your life and wonder, why did I do that? I could have had
Such a
1 extra
terrible
point.
track. Hate that track so very much.
No, you love it. Come
No,
on.
no,
It's
I
a
don't.
love-hate relationship, right?
No. It's just pure hate, actually.
Oh.
I
Pure?
hate that track so much.
Why?
Because it's all right turns. It doesn't do anything. It's like
Yeah, it's
watching
pretty all right,
NASCAR.
right?
It's just going around in a circle. Eh.
Yeah.
Look, I check out F1. Word up to the Sprint Cup earlier today. Lewis Hamilton getting it done. And you know what? We're about to find out who got it done in the first semifinal.
Let's see it. Yezi there in 1st place with 78 points. Bobby in 2nd with 70 points. Blackout in 3rd with 59. Jaguars in 4th with 57. Zol in 5th with 44. And Phantom eliminates Zopgo by a single points.
Oh my gosh,
40
Sofko.
to 39, and B Minutes right behind there with 37 points. Blaze Flame, though, in a very respectable 26-point finish in 9th place. Yoshi Monk right along with it, 10th place with 21. Sea Child in 11th with 13, and Vintage Prophet in 12th with 8 points. But even if you were able to make it into semifinals, you got to give yourself a pat on the back.
Yeah.
You're duking it out with some of the best Las Vegas racers in the house today. But even if you are a local, remember, Speedway is going to be back next week. Try again, learn the tracks, and be able to come back even stronger, faster, and more wiser.
Well, you know what? I wasn't very wise today because I went out and I trained with a few of the Las Vegas Raiders today, and we got to a certain point, and then I was helping coach a little bit. I'm going to put that on my resume later. And I said, you know what? You want to run through me, Amari? You want to run through me? They call you the Ferrari? Well, you know what? Let's see how that worked out for me.
Let's see it.
Watch this. This is where it gets serious.
Oh! Yeah, you're sure you don't got a spinal fracture on that one?
Hey, I've had to sit down a couple times today.
Look at the arms on that man.
This is where he says to me, be careful what you ask for. My glasses are clear off of my face right now, by the way. Clear off of my face. I think I asked for my mom right there.
I'm surprised. You're trying to get up. You're
Well,
trying. There's
hey,
an attempt.
at 46 years old, I just got hit by a freight train, man. Hey, I give it up for my man, Amon Green, who used to tell me that being a running back for the Green Bay Packers was like getting into 30 car accidents in one day.
That is not. I mean, if you're paid millions of dollars a day, though, you know, would you get into 30 car accidents a day for millions of dollars?
Yeah, I'll do it right now. I mean, you don't even have to ask twice. Line up the cars. I'll start crashing them. Just
got
call
that
me.
check ready?
Yeah, just call me Crash Test Dummies right now.
It's gonna be Crash Bandicoot over here, actually.
Oh, I love Crash Bandicoot.
But we do have the racers on deck, and these are the racers we all know and love, and has already seen them before. And Logan, bring us through
Let's find
semifinals
out.
number 2. Let's see who's coming up next momentarily. Actually, we're going to be able to have those scores and ready to go. And we'll bring everyone up to the hype tunnel. But seeing all of that action, what is the one thing you would take away from that video, Logan? What have you learned?
What I learned was tuck your chin and don't ask NFL players to hit you, because guess what? That's what they do for a living. That's like going to a UFC fighter and go, choke me out, bro. It's just stupid, and you should know better. SMRT.
The more you know moments with Logan Summit, as we will know now who's in the next semifinals racers on deck. I do believe we have that graphic ready, and seeing who is coming up next. We've got Kiro, Aerial Postal, Sloppy Gunner, Emery, Ankles, Immortal, Cuban Boy, Knight, Mr. Scooty, Killer Kai, Ramen Enjoyer, and Wizzy or Wisey. As we're going to be hearing those competitors and seeing them down the hype tunnel momentarily, they are going to be duking it out. Top 6 moves forward. Once again, 6 races to make it into money.
A little bit of that do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Let's see if you can do it.
Bo! I had to change it up, man.
I don't
We
even
gotta
know-
change it
I
up.
don't
We
even know
gotta
what you're
get
doing
another
on that.
stick going on. You know?
All right, well, you develop one.
Okay, I
All right.
did. I changed the do to bow. I think that's hilarious, right?
I'm going to throw bows in a second.
Bo. Anyway, reference? No, that was pretty good. I actually got that. I got
not
that.
bad.
I thought you were just feeling your elbow. 'Cause I
No,
thought it was
I'm
broken.
feeling myself, though. Because I wake up in the morning being tall, dark, handsome, and modest, but somebody in this booth has to pull it off. Yo, everybody at home for a second
Just
goes,
get smited down.
yeah,
bro.
everybody
I'm
just went,
saying.
did our screen freeze? Did our screen freeze?
Is it buffering? F in the chat? F in the chat? But we are ready, and we are seeing these competitors in the hype tunnel. They are flexing. They are getting ready, and they got those green shells in their hand to throw it at the competition to make sure that they are duking it out with these competitors. These are semifinalists number 2. Let's see them all walk down this beautiful Rainbow Road hype tunnel. Kiro got a little bit of hop and jump and energy.
Did he just tap?
He did.
We did.
Oh, no.
We got the plushies. Sloppy Gunner with a very interesting hoodie. Mortals right there. Ankles doing their thing. All of these great fighters. Well, they're fighting it out for first place and their way into the grand finals. So, yes, I would consider them fighters. They're contestants. They're combatants. They're fighters that might not be a combat sport, but they are competing in a combat right now for Mario Kart supremacy.
Yes, they are. And it is a battle of the tracks. They are going to try their best to hold on to that A button and pray that they don't get trailed out, hit, swiped, swiper, no swiping, and everything else that can go wrong on the track will go wrong, so you got to be prepared for it.
Yeah, you need to be looking out. You need to look in front of you. You need to look behind you. You need to be aware of what you have going on and what your competitors have going on as well. It's not enough to just be good at the game.
No.
Yeah, the shortcuts, yes, they will help you.
Yeah.
The lines, yes, they will help you.
Yes.
Being good at drifting, that will help you.
That's like number one.
It's number one. But you gotta be aware of what your competitors are doing, because we've seen so many people be leading a race and then that blue shell comes out of nowhere. We've seen some high IQ lately. We've seen some great dodges, but this game will cut you out at the knees, kind of like Amari did to me, earlier on today.
No, you're not even wrong there, because you have to manage also and see what's all around you. Especially in Mario Kart World, they're adding a new mechanic where you'll be able to check the sides of yourself and be able to quickly go and check your right and left side. So if there are triple items around you, you'll be able to slow down, because it's always better to slow down than to just say, hey, let me just run right into this banana and then I'm gonna spin out and then get passed by 15 people. No, slow down, hit that B button, assume total control, go wide if you need to, because it's always better to keep those tires rolling than to just get hit out and brought to the back of the pack.
All right, I want to tell Freed, Dizzle, yes, we can see chat, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to react to it. But
No.
Say something, and you know what? We'll
Tell
talk about
us,
it.
what is the number one thing you are all looking forward to with
Yes.
Mario Kart World? We're trying to be positive out
Right,
here.
stay positive.
Staying positive, staying optimistic that it's going to be a great game.
It's going to be.
Manifesting this for over 10 years with Mario Kart 8 going into 8 Deluxe and then the Battle Pass and then everything else, the battle courses. But now we have the moment that we've all been waiting for with a new Mario Kart game. Granted, there's a lot of mechanics that look amazing, a lot of the mechanics we've already talked about that we're kind of but at least there's not going to be any more Donkey Kong summits. Am I right, Logan?
Well, you know, speak for yourself. This is my last game. Is that Jack?
What?
Oh, who's in pot 7?
Oh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cannot.
Now
No.
everybody's putting in, this is my last game. You know what? They troll us so hardcore.
This is my last game. I hope they change like the load, if they don't change this lobby screen in the new game, I'm gonna be very sad.
Well,
Give us something new to say.
Are they going to have the emoji thingies?
They're called Mii's.
Me's, whatever
Come
they're
on,
called.
Logan.
Okay.
Come on. They're Mii's.
That's not
They're
a me.
You.
That's
They're
a you. That's not a me.
No, it is a me.
Sure it is.
But we're going back to Ribbon Road, and that's what you like to see. Not me, but you.
Yeah, I like Ribbon Road. It's one of my favorite tracks. It's fun. I also think there's a certain skill set on the track, and like we talk about that shortcut at the end, that is that if you utilize it properly, that cuts all the competition out.
Yeah, talking about cutting the lines, you are going to be able to just get around the competition quite easily, and going forward, we're going to be seeing Aerial Ponzo on the Classic, got the Yoshi on the Yoshi bike, and they're going to be going forward, getting item screens right out of the gate. We're here with Killakai, 5 coins in the pocket. Remember how important it is to have 10 coins. Pops the mushroom a little early. You could have used it for that off-road right there, but they're going to be able to at least grab another item, and that's going to be something we don't know until we go back to their point of view. Mr. Scooty just barely able to bring that red shell out for defense.
Yeah, Mr. Scooty not able to hit any of those shortcuts.
No, they are not.
No, but they're in 6th place now, in 5th as we check in our Cuban Boy in 9th place. Use it or lose it, and they are utilizing it as I love how the Ghost always smiles back at you and lets you know that they are just a troll.
Yeah, no, and the Ghost is coming back, but they're changing it up a little bit.
How so?
You're going to now be able to hide all of your items. So if you go into Ghost now, as shot comes down, we're going to be seeing 2 competitors be able to dodge that shot. But now if you are in a Ghost, it hides your triple items rather than showing it off. So you'll be able to be extremely hidden and not know anything that hits you. But Aaron Bonsler here, knowing exactly what brought them down to 1 coin, has got that red shell in hand, going to be able to take a few turns, doesn't go for the shortcut, a little bit harder on the loadout that they have, but they're going to be able to back that banana and grab exactly what they're looking for, and that's going to be triple shrooms to bring them back into the front pack race, as you're currently seeing probably Emery and others up in that 1-2 spot.
Look at Aaron also holding on to those mushrooms and using them at the best possible moments as we check in on Kiro in 3rd place, getting small. You know, squishing your head, but still sitting pretty in 3rd place. it is race number 1 of 6 in semifinal number 2. So all they got to do is finish in the top 6, and they are guaranteed a spot in the grand finals.
Yes, they are. Aeropostale, though, going to be able to pop that ghost. Emery in first place. Where is everyone else?
No one.
What is going on?
No
As
one.
they're going to be able to just confirm that first place run, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Sloppy Gunner, though, the one who was able to dodge that shock, bringing themselves to second place. Kiro in third, avoids that back green right after the finish line. Oh, I spoke too soon.
And Kiro's shaking their head at us right now, letting us know that they think that they could have possibly done better. But you know what? That's why we've got more races. We're not done. We're just getting started with semifinal number 2.
Semifinals number 2. And remember, this is the make it or break it moment,
Yes,
whether
it
or
is.
not these races are going to be able to double their money or not. Because if you get into grand finals, they all get paid out.
Yep.
12 competitors getting a piece of that $700 prize pool. So a lot is at stake here in these semifinals to race well. But having 6 races, you got a lot of time. If you have 1, 2, 3, 4 bad races, we've seen players come back from that
Yeah, we
and
have.
be able to still grab a semifinals spot. But really aim for those top 6s and you'll be able to go. But I hope we're going to Shroom Ridge. Love that track on the randomizer here today, but we are missing it. We are going to Sky High Sunday, and we could only guess who possibly chose that.
Immortal says, Pidgey Logan, do you guys want the mannequin on stage?
Yeah,
well, the
they're
mannequin
chilling.
is on stage.
They're
His
competing.
name is Bob.
Yeah, and you
That's
think
Bob.
You think Donkey Kong was not a player?
Bob.
Yeah, Bob was.
Bob.
Yeah, they were doing
Anytime
work.
you get passed up by a bot, that's Bob.
Yeah, they got literally multiple controllers. Don't you see that? What's going on?
All right, here we are. This is Emery's favorite map.
Yeah, Sky High Sunday, and they're actually bringing it back, remodeling
Oh,
it
cool.
for Mario Kart World. So potentially will be a little bit more satisfying. You'll be able to jump on the walls and everything, so it'll be a lot more fun
Oh, interesting.
than just the oval that we have. But I enjoy this track. I love the colors.
Yes.
I love the environment. It's just pretty simple and straightforward. I really don't have a lot of complaints for it. I don't
No.
understand the hate for it.
No, this is a great track. It's pretty, it's fun, it's basic. But you know what? With 96 tracks, sometimes you got to be a basic.
Yes.
And I'll just leave that for your imagination.
A basic Yoshi to put the imagination in your eyes. Right there.
As Knight is looking to throw some mushrooms in their competitors' eyes, climbing out of 6th place, they hit the air. They're going to wave their hands like they just don't care. They got one more shroom. They pop it, drop it, and lock it. And now they've got bananas full of potassium and disappointment for their competitors.
And Knight being one of those competitors that keeps on saying, hey, they don't care what they're doing, but they're doing something right. Cuban boy with a mushroom in hand here in 8th place, going to get fired back and goes for that double item box. Remember, they got to do a little bit of coin running towards the end of this lap so that they're able to go a little bit faster. And remember to pop those mushrooms one at a time, or you're not going to get the full utilization out of those items. But now we're going to be seeing Aeropostale throwing that red shell. Shock comes down, and that's going to be a double wombo combination onto Emery in first place. Getting hit by the shock and the blue shell right before the glider section, though, at least.
Emery showing why this is her favorite map, as Sloppy Gunner is in 2nd place. You know what? That red shell didn't find a home. Sloppy Gunner throws that red shell, and once again, it does not hit.
And it is going to just land onto Emery's defense. Don't know why they would have thrown that forward, but now they have the utilization to potentially take down Emery from their first place run. And you're seeing where 3rd and 4th place are. They are so far away from first, but Emery is going to be able to take over and just be able to run away with it. Double defense supreme, serving it up fresh. Blue shell, more like snooze shell, not going to be able to even catch up to her after she crosses that finish lane. Sloppy Gunner almost gets past at the line, but Immortal's right there in 3rd.
And that's how you get it done. Immortal with a little bit of a smile. I can tell Immortal's having some fun out there, giving the thumbs up, letting everybody know, hey, this is how we get it done. That's race number 2 of 6, semifinal number 2. We're underway, and we are getting closer and closer to the grand finals, and everybody will be in that money. Remember, if you finish in last place in the finals, you still get $30.
You still do. That's doubling your cash that you put in. So if you're able to do that, hey, you got 15 bucks. If you're of age, the blackjack table's right around the corner. I'm just saying. And the buy-in's $15. You can make it back and then make it double it. And then double it again. And then double it again.
And you're the reason why Vegas is a problem for people. I'm just saying. You're like, yeah.
You're gonna win.
Oh, you just won? You should go out there and win again.
And again. And again. And again.
Look at DK.
Oh. No, we're going to Hyrule Circuit.
So
I would
close.
much rather have
So
that
close.
track anyways. We don't get to see enough Hyrule Circuit
I
love.
agree.
This is one of the original DLC tracks with the Mario Kart 8. This is when they actually have it on the game with where like literally years ago before even the booster course passes came out. There were like more DLC tracks to come. 6 years later.
And I love the fact that the coins have turned to rupees. That's just
music.
great. And the music as well. Yeah, all of that, right?
I just hope there's even more crossover tracks when it comes to Mario Kart World because it's a world of opportunities that they can hit if they want to. And if they don't, I would be very sad to see that there's not many more crossovers. But I can only imagine what they have planned for that game.
But I really want to see Nintendo take maybe like a Fortnite cue from Fortnite and really do some licensing. I'd like to see some non-Nintendo characters in this game and be playable.
You'd be crazy.
Well, it'll never happen, but I can ask for it, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm actually right there with you. I would love to see like just going. Let's just say we have to keep with Nintendo characters. I want to raise this Kirby, even though we have Kirby Air Rider coming out.
Right.
Imagine Kirby riding on a cart, though. Am I right?
It would be great. And always. Oh my gosh, they got smashed with the shell.
You can see their smile down.
Look at that. Ankles is having a blast over there.
What a clip. Two competitors, triple green, slamming into both of them. And Ankles just squeezing right in between them. Sloppy Gunner in 5th place, sees the banana, and able to boost right around it. Almost spun out going into this 3rd lap. They are looking pretty good. Going to be able to take this shroom through that shortcut. Got those triple greens, but the person in front of him popping that ghost, which allows them to go and throw forward to 4th place. These red shells going to land 1, 2, and 3.
Boom.
Hey, 2 of them going to be able to stop them in their tracks.
Yeah, if the first one doesn't hit, might as well throw a second. Emery right now in 2nd place, falling back to 3rd, but she knows what she's doing right now. 2nd place, all you got to do is finish in that top 6, and you're going to make it to the finals. We've got a few races left here in semifinal number 2. Immortal showing out that his name is not just a name, but also the truth. Ruth, 1st place, looking so fresh and so clean.
So fresh and clean with no other races to be found. 2nd place so far away.
Ooh.
And that's going to be an Immortal 1st place finish on race number 3. Ariel Postel there in 2nd. Emery in 3rd.
Emery in 3rd. You know what? I see a little bit of disappointment on their face right now, but that's okay. 3rd place is better than 7th.
Tis it is. As we're going to be able to see this lineup going into the 4th race. We got 20. Wow, this is actually super close for that 4th place spot or 6th place spot. But all of those other competitors right under 6, 24-17. They got a little bit of points to go grab if you're going to be able to make it into grands.
All right, let's take a look at chat. Anybody dropping any knowledge that we need to throw out here?
No knowledge yet, other than we got Zoomkin saying, hey, almost one more month. Yeah, coming on to May the 5th. Be with you, right? No,
I see what you did there. You can try harder, but yeah, it's okay.
You're right. You know what? You're not even wrong.
No.
But almost a month out for Mario Kart World, like we were talking about,
Right.
Momocon, DreamHack, all having their final Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tournament. It's going to be an amazing event, an amazing just community
Just a
coming
great way
together.
to say goodbye to
Yes.
a great game that we all have come to know and love. Look, everybody, it doesn't matter where you're from, who you are, everybody has played Mario Kart and they enjoy it. This is one of the most universal games and has been said to be the most frustrating game ever made. I know you disagree with that. I didn't make it up. Somebody else did. So.
No, you did make it up.
I didn't make it up.
Come on, buddy.
It's
Don't
not
lie
fake
to
news.
us.
Not fake news.
It is. It's fake Logan Summit news right here, right now. We know you've been on the radios preaching about it. Don't even lie. You're used to it. But Ariel Postel's used to grabbing those drafts and working their way up to 2nd place. And one of those characters is actually going to be a character in Mario Kart World. You want to say who?
The cow.
Yeah!
That's going to be the cow. Moo moo, baby. Moo moo.
I don't know why they named him Cow. Can you figure out that
Well,
one?
hey, let's be honest. Nintendo doesn't really get too crazy with their names, all right?
Boo? Like, cool, but Boo?
Boo?
Okay. It is kind of funny. It's a ghost. Boo, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but
I'll give him-
Casper the Friendly Ghost was taken, so.
Oh, yeah, no, that actually would be kind of a crazy addiction to this game, unironically. Make that a skin for that Boo. But we're seeing the cow on the track, and they are causing chaos for all these racers. Aerobot's going to be able to double back the bananas, go through that double item box, and now grabs triple greens. Got Kiro here doing a hop, and still staying consistent in 4th place. Immortal going to be able to do a little bit of counter hopping and trying to chain those mini turbos together, sneaking their way into first place today. Blue Shell gonna have to mushroom dodge that bad boy. Immortal is going to be able to do it through the shortcut.
There we go.
A risk was taken, and they're gonna be rewarded as second place going to get hit out, and this is gonna be an Immortal first place run, half a lap lead. They can only throw it away themselves. Will they stop? No, they're polite and they throw the bomb forward.
And you know what? Just like Dave Chappelle said, the milk's gone bad. The milk's gone bad. Yo, you bring the moo-moo into it, and man, Ankle's able to finish. Look at the smile on Ankle's face. They're just having fun right now.
That's what it's all about.
Emery in first place, though. Way to get it done.
Hey, that's the way to do it. Grab first, and then you're not last.
You're not in last. Yeah, you know, you're in first. Sorry, I took it. I got hit by an NFL player earlier.
Your brain's a little bit discombobulated. You're getting there. You're working your way up in the world today.
You know, I played in high school. Obviously not. Well, I'm big enough, but not big enough to play in college. And I'll tell you, I'm gonna feel it tomorrow.
Will you?
You know what? Production just in my ear said, "Thought you played basketball." I can't dunk a basketball, not because I couldn't jump that high, but because I can't palm a basketball.
I can't palm one either. I'm right there with you. Yeah.
You know what? Shaq would agree with you because he, hey, what's up, little man? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, little
You good?
man?
Shaq's an interesting dude, and he owns 400 Papa John's, a couple nightclubs here in Vegas.
Chicken?
I haven't. Have you?
I have. It's pretty. Their fries.
Okay.
Very good, by the way.
Ooh,
Not
I love French
sponsors, but they're some of our favorite fries. Top of the tier list. Unironically, very, very good. Their sauces also very good, but they're a little bit expensive for a chicken sandwich.
Yeah, I
but
get
what
it.
is it? But other than that, that's my only complaint. If it was cheaper, I'd get that on a consistent basis.
Yeah, Veli wants to see me dunk a basketball, and you know what? Maybe we just start out.
Logan, you and me, buddy.
All right, you want to go one-on-one? All right, then break out the hoop.
That's gonna be the next video that y'all are gonna see, and we're gonna. You know what? I know you're gonna beat. I'm gonna beat you in Mario Kart, so we gotta even the playing field at least a little bit, right?
Well, here's the thing: is
you got years of knowledge on it.
you're not gonna beat me like I was beat today. Did you see that in the air? Just don't care.
That would have been insane, actually. You saw the green shell bouncing and it landed, but not actually landing it when it's going through the air. But Killakai, not using that back camera, did not see the triple reds right beside him. You got to be able to check that back camera to make sure that you're going wide and avoiding these certain moments. Kiro going to get hit by that red shell. A little bit behind those boost panels, but Emery here in first once again. Going to get hit by that blue, but that just means it's another racer's opportunity to front run.
Yeah, and we're almost done. This is race number 5. We're going to have one more after this as Emery gets hit with a fireball, not in fuego for her. And Ankle's spamming those fireballs, able to find a connection, but not really. Did they miss by the hair of their chinny chin chin just there?
But what didn't miss was that Piranha plant literally skyrocketing Ankles off the track. And now we're going to be seeing Aerial Fossil here in second place, chopping away those coins and now trying to catch right back up and trying to see what they can do. But Aeropostal here in second place, got that red shell in hand, probably going to be trying to chain it if they are able to grab another red shell, but they're going to have to force away the reds. You got to allow second place to hit first, because if you don't, you're just going to be in this situation. You use 2 reds. For what reason? Aeropostal now going to be pretty safe. Tries to use the banana, the double box, but unfortunately not able to do it.
Yeah, not able to do it, but Immortal's doing it right now as they fall into that mining cart. But they are in first place. They've got the red shell as a defensive mechanism as the blue shell is on its way. Let's see what happens. He can't escape the blue shell, but now we've got a banana. And you know what? Competition's there, but we've got the finish line right there. Immortal in first place. Way to get it done. Emery coming in second place and rounding out the top 3, Ankles.
Great work by our podium finishers going into this final race. Let's look at what these numbers are looking like. Sixth place, 38-31. So whoever's in that pod, I don't know who it is, who changed their names, but we're going to be seeing a 38-31. There is a little bit of distance between those two racers, but it's still possible. 7 points can go away very fast. If you get last and they get a good spot, you're only going to be seeing your hopes and dreams and doubling your money out the window. So that just means you shouldn't go out the doors and gamble it then.
No, don't see. You're going back and forth now.
Yes.
Gamble it, don't gamble it, gamble it, don't gamble it. I say gamble it, have some fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Now you're going to be the evil on my shoulder,
and
buddy.
also,
You're roasting me, and you're going to be the evil.
While we see a little bit psycho behind us, I want to shout out a very happy belated birthday to them. They had a birthday this week, and you know what? We'll see you when it's not your birthday week. You'll be back. I know you will.
Oh, yeah.
Sloppy Gunner looking so wanted in that shirt. You know what? They've always got some colorful clothes on. Taco Cat, we haven't seen them in a couple weeks now. We love them. They're good people. I love the community here. It's always nice to see new faces, but it's great to see the familiar faces that come here each and every single week.
No,
as we go to Cheap Cheap Beach.
One of my favorite tracks with the team that I was on, they pick Cheap Cheap Beach all the time. Not a fan favorite, but
No.
I just love the graphics, the brightness, and the crabs. We used to have a competitor here who her first tournament, she had first place in the bag, but guess how she lost?
How?
She ran into one of the crabs underwater.
Oh, no.
And she actually had like a huge lead. It was about to be their first victory, and one of the crabs ruined it for her.
Sebastian did it. Sebastian ruined it. I'm calling it. Sebastian ruined it.
That's not the song you want to hear when you're just stuck under the sea, unfortunately.
No.
The crab started singing to me. I cried. Cuban boy, though, crying after hitting the side of that wall. That bike's going to have to go to the repair shop trying to figure out, wow, how strong are these pine trees? But we're going to be seeing Emery going here in third place, almost getting a little bit hit there, because if you didn't know, the way the red shells work in this game is that they do a wind-up. So if you're too close when they throw it, it will hit you instead of the person in front of you. It's kind of interesting. I never knew about it until it happened to me. I was like, how did I get hit when they're supposed to throw that forward?
And no one takes the right pass here. Everybody goes to the left. I've been waiting to see some competitors go to the right, and they just don't. Why do you think that is?
Faster lines, and that's what it's all about. As Kiro trying to duke it out with this green shell. Got the double bananas for defense, though, and they're playing with fire. And we're not talking about a fire flower. Those are the Sebastian crabs we were talking about. Throws that red shell forward. Sloppy got a great item management there, able to hold on, and Beyblade let it rip. Triple greens right in front of them, along with a Piranha playing a Reno. Shot comes out, equalizes the playing field. No one's gonna have an item right here, right now.
Last lap of semifinal number 2, last race. This is the time to get it done. If you don't show up and show out, you will be done. And some of these competitors will be moving on to the grand finals.
Yes, they will. They'll be there trying to get a piece of that $700 prize pool, as the ball almost getting sniped out there. Knight needs a great finish, but you're seeing how long this left path is.
Right.
And you're seeing the bullet bill saying, I don't know which path is faster. I just know I'm the fastest. As Aeropostale going to get hit by Zep Blue Shell. A mercy by Emery,
right?
Not popping the air horn, and they are going to be able to grab the last first place of semifinals number 2.
And Aeropostale needs to send Emery a Christmas card, because they would not be second place if it wasn't for them. Immortal finishing out our top 3. That's how you get it done. That is the end of semifinals.
Wow.
Race number 6. We're going to find out who's moving on, who's going home, and who will be taking home that $200 prize pool, because it's all about $700 and $200 in first place. That's what you get for coming on down and playing Mario Kart. I know moms, I know dads, you're like, hey, go touch some grass. Do your schoolwork. Yeah, do that first, but then get on your video games, because you can make a little bit of that money coming down here each and every single Saturday doing that Saturday Night Speedway thing.
That's the way to do it. I mean, like we said before, Bobby being the most winning of all winning.
Right.
Every single week he comes down here trying to get a piece of that prize pool. But with how many times he's won, literally over $10,000 throughout the years of prize pool winnings. We know some of the competitors at Fortnite as well, being able to revamp their entire gaming setup, be able to give themselves new keyboards, mouses, mouse pads, whatever you need. They're able to come out here, compete, and grab some money. But we will know who's in the money after we see these scores. Let's see who's our next top 6 finishers.
Emery with a score of 79 points will be in first place. Immortal right behind it with 74 points in second place. Ariel Apostle with 56 points in third. Ankles with 49 points in fourth. Kiro and Sloppy Gunner right behind with 47 points. And Knight in seventh place with 38 points. Mr. Scooty with 23, tying with Ramen Enjoyer. And Cuban Boy 1 point behind with 22 in 10th place. YZ, 20 points. And that's 11th place. And in 12th place, we've got Killer Kai with 14 points.
A brutal finish for many competitors, even people like NGHT Knight, who unfortunately was not able to grab that 6th place spot. But we are going to be seeing who's going to grab that 1st place spot in the grand finals coming up next. This is all the marbles putting together into
That no one
pot.
plays with anymore, by the way.
Sometimes. As a computer game, fun
Ooh,
facts.
that's true.
But we are going to be seeing that grand finals. Who's grabbing that $200 and who is going home with only double their money? Everyone's getting paid out, but who's bringing it all into the pocket, into the bank, and robbing the banks here today at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Speedway? We will be back right after this. tracks, and all of the money is on the line for this grand finals. We're getting excited, hype, and our controllers connected to these switches so that these racers are going to be able to lock in, race, and go fast with those 10 coins and win some do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, di.
Do.
As redemption goes, hopefully some of these racers will be able to redeem themselves on the racetracks in these next 8 races. Logan, are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Ooh, I am feeling it. It's going to get down and dirty here as we get down to the get down, because this is the race beatdown right now. We are in the grand finals, and I got to tell you right now, I think Emery is the one to beat, but everybody else is right behind her. Let's see who's racing today.
Momentarily, as we'll have those up, we've got our grand finalists, Yezi, Amuri,
Good job. Good job.
Emery, Bobby, Immortal, Blackout, Ariel Postal, Jackie Ward, Ankles, Zol, Sloppy Gunner, Phantom, and Kiro, rounding us out in this grand finals. And remember, we don't have many left of these for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so all of these racers want to grab their title and bring it home with them so that they know they're ruling the world when the game comes out.
Yeah, everybody wants to rule the world, but it's not as easy as it sounds. You got to put the time in. You got to practice, practice, practice. And a lot of the familiar names in that grand finals, they put in the time and they practice all the time.
Yes, they do. They learn and they know, and they are here in the hype tunnel today. And these are your grand finalists coming down that tunnel.
They're coming out. They are in the HyperX hype tunnel, and they're looking so fresh and so clean as they're about to come around and show us how we do, because this is how we do it. Look at Bobby's texting his mom right now. He's saying, hey, Mom, I want some chicken nuggets when I get home.
That is fair. You know what? I would want some chicken nuggets too. I've been kind of craving it. What are you, Wingstop or B-Dubs kind of guy?
You know what? I'm a B-Dubs kind of guy.
That's what I'm talking about. The crispy wings are better than
Yeah, I agree. You know, Wingstop tried to do thigh stop with chicken thighs, and they were the size of chicken wings. And I was like, I can't roll with this. How are you trying to make that happen as we see all the competitors take the stage for the grand finals? Oh my gosh, it's about to go down.
Well, you're just hoping your score is going up from here, because if it goes down, you're losing money. If it goes up, you're making money. But that's what it's all about. Yezi, who's been controlling the night, has literally been racing the best we've ever seen them race in my life. Emery, one of the most goated individuals on that stage right here, right now. Fellow cat meme connoisseur, gotta always shout it out.
Emery's like, really? You gotta put me on screen right now?
Gotta put you on blast.
Emery, and we've got Bobby.
Eureka Ergonomic, our beautiful chair sponsor in the arena tonight. You know they looking comfy in those chairs. Get yourself your own, and then going down to Immortal.
We got Immortal. I feel like Bobby and Immortal are actually texting each other right now, as opposed to no.
No. They hate each other right now, because what you don't know is that the curse of Immortal.
Oh, the curse. That's right. The curse.
Immortal.
Let's talk about that.
This is what we're bringing to the table today, is that anyone who sits by Immortal, or if you're to the right or left of Immortal, they don't win Speedway.
Oh, no. Area Postal, make sure you're not next to Immortal. If so, change seats real quick. All right, you're good? Because I want to see you win this. Hey, look at that. Look at that Knights jersey. That is dope.
Fire.
Yeah, in fuego right there. And we've got Ankles throwing down. Is that some Packers love right there? No, Indiana Pacers love. Yo, the NBA playoffs are in full effect. I do have
Lakers in 10, baby. We're out here.
I got love for the orange leather. You should too. Look at that Zool shirt. Zool, can I get that online? Can I grab one of those? A little AC/DC. They played here last week, I do believe, in Viva Las Vegas.
They played, but they didn't really walk around. You saw the struggle.
Yeah, it was sloppy.
Might be you looking like you tomorrow when you're trying to get out of bed. That was AC/DC.
Yeah, AC/DC doesn't walk real well anymore. But I'll tell you, I love that pink hoodie that Sloppy Gunner was wearing. And let's see what you got. You got the chain. You're rocking the chain. And we got Kiro, always dressed the same, looking so very cool. I love. What do you wear for Halloween? Do you just switch it up? I don't understand.
Yeah, the Halloween outfit is the outfit that he doesn't wear.
All right, we got our bands in.
We got Yoshi Circuit and Koopa Cape gonna be the two bands. Whoever got first in semifinals, we're able to ban a track. So we won't be seeing those two bad boys. Yoshi Circuit, we already saw them a couple times tonight, and then Koopa Cape one other time. I do think Koopa Cape just, it's a difficult track. If you're not driving extremely well, you're going to get left in back of the pack. I always say rely on tracks with shortcuts when it comes to grand finals, because if you do get hit out, you want an opportunity to come back.
Yeah,
you
that
don't
makes
want to
sense.
just front run and then say, hey, look at first place. They're only 8 spots away. Lap 2, oh, they're only 7 spots away. Lap 3, oh, I'm getting there, but my lines are not bringing me up there. So you got to be able to think about map choice so much in these grand finals.
Yeah, map choice is so big, and that's why I was actually interested because a lot of the time you see strategic picks. Like we can tell why they banned a map. Maybe because it's Bobby's favorite, maybe because it's Emery's favorite, maybe because it's Area Postel's favorite. Whatever.
Or maybe it's Baby Park and that's your favorite.
Please don't do Baby
Don't do
Park.
it.
Please don't do it. Please don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Fingers crossed.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You better cross your toes too, Logan.
Oh, I already have them done.
Okay, that's good.
I got it.
Okay.
All right, here we go. And I still see Rainbow Road, by the way.
We Rainbow Road on the board. We could get all of them here tonight. We got 8 races to go. The randomizer is spinning, and it's going to be landed on one of these beautiful tracks here today. And we are going to. You can never dodge this track.
You can't.
I'm telling you.
It's always here.
It is always here. Piranha Plant Cove, it's going to be the next track. Honestly, whatever gets put on the randomizer, it always goes to. It's like Twisted Mansion. If you pick it, it's happening. But Piranha Plant Code will be the first race of this grand final.
Let's get down to the Mario Kart beatdown. The grand finals have started. Race number 1 of 8. It's time to put up or shut up. Ooh, it's about to get exciting.
It's exciting to see that we also have all of these competitors' names on the stage today, and you were sideways for half a second in this grand finals as well. Hopefully, you'll be able to learn how to turn the controller the right way, Logan.
Yeah, you know what? It's always my fault. I blame myself right now. Zool has to blame nobody but themselves for being currently in 8th place, but they're going to try to rocket pop it and drop it.
Unfortunately, misses that double line of box, but still has that red shell in hand. Moving their way up to 7th place. Sees the triple greens right in front of them, so they're going to slow down, try to space themselves out, throws the red shell forward, realizes that Yellow Yoshi did not have defense, grabs that double item box, and they'll be able to float right past this shortcut. And this is one of my favorite parts about this track. You're able to just float in the water, the physics coming out.
The physics, right? And I look, if they take out the underwater escapades on Mario Kart World, I'm going to be super disappointed.
Look how beautiful it is.
Yeah, I know they've got ski-doos or whatever, but you know what? This underwater, I just love the fact that the physics are different. It just switches it up and around.
It does. I totally 100% agree with you as we're seeing Zol being able to rent out the competition here today. Got those triple shrooms, sees the air horn, gotta go wide or slow down because Kiro will not hesitate to pop it. As Aerial Postal here in 5th place, got the mushroom, gonna be taking this next shortcut, pops the mushroom right through it, sees that thwomp, goes right around it, and now gonna still stay in 4th place.
That was a good front dodge right there. In 3rd place, Aerial Postal. Right now, Yezi looking so good in 1st place with that banana. They've got a coin behind him. I saw him look to go for that item box, but decided against it. I don't know why they prefer the coin over another item, but I get it.
Yeah, most times you're gonna get a coin and you want that coin in your hand as first, because if there's a ghost, you're gonna see it get taken away, at least take away the coin rather than your defense. But Yezi going to get hit by that blue shell, but you saw the lead that they had on the mini-map. That blue shell still allowing them to have a little bit of a lead here today. Angel's gonna be able to pop that star, get around the fire flower, and now 3 more shrooms and a dream. Mortal and Kiro right there in that 4-5-4-3 spot. And Yezi in the 1st place spot, keeping the momentum rolling.
Yes.
And keeping it going.
Like Fred Durst or a crosswalk, just rolling. Ugh. A Mortal getting a smile on their face as well. All right, that's race number 2 done for the grand finals, where we got 8 of them. And you know what? It's looking good. I'm enjoying it. I mean, I always enjoy it. The races here lately have been pretty close.
Yes.
It's been a back-to-back battle. Every single race, for I think like the last 3 speedways that we had. It's hard to pick a winner. Yeah, they pay us to try to do that, but at the end of the day, what do we know? It's up to them to get it done. And all right. Veli wants predictions. Our producer wants predictions. What do you? All right, who's gonna win?
All right, so we know that whoever's beside Immortal's not going to win.
Yeah,
So
Bobby can't
out
win.
on Bobby, but we're going to be seeing potentially a very interesting position. Honestly, you got to put the money down on Yezi just because statistically it makes sense how well they're racing. They had that very huge lead on the very first track, and going into Dragon Driftway, a front-running track, that is also favoring them. So I want Yezi to go to back-to-back.
All right, I'm going with Emery. I like.
They got 7.
She's racing good. I like. You know what? It's gonna be okay. I have faith in Emery right now.
Hey, if racing good is bad, then we're talking
Look,
yes.
She knows what she's doing. I'm not gonna give up on her right now because she's just chilling back there, and I think she really has a chance. You know what? That 7th place finish is going to burn a fire underneath her and get her back in this.
You know what? That is fair. We've seen it time and time again. 8 races. There's a lot of races to go. You cannot count anyone out of this whole run. But from what I've been seeing, Yezi's just bringing the A game. They are locked in, and they are doing what they do best in front running these tracks. Right now, we do see Jaguars going wide for those coins, though, and has those triple greens, and then going over to Emery here in 10th place. Your fan favorite.
Yeah, I know. You know what? Maybe she's trolling me right now. As she takes 9th place, still has 2 mushrooms to boot, though. That's going to do her well. As she, but you just can't get away from it, can you?
No, you cannot. The boomerang will find you no matter where you hide. It's like a kangaroo.
Yeah, it is very Crocodile Dundee up in here.
Oh, the Ezzy, though, going to be able to bring out the chompers there. Going to try and back that green and use that mushroom forward. And has a pretty interesting loadout. Also stuck in the back of the pack with those 8 coins. Going to be able to pop that golden mushroom. Trying to just wait for a shot to happen. Potentially giving them that dodge so catch up to the front. But right now what we have is Mortal in first. And then we have Phantom in second and Bobby in third going into this final lap.
Yeah, Immortal is looking to win. Bobby says he's next to Immortal, so don't pick me because I've got the curse on. But right now, Jaguar is in 3rd place. Maybe there is a little bit of a curse, but Bobby in 2nd place. We go boom! Goes the bomb over there as Jaguar is able to fight for 2nd, back into 3rd. It's back and forth. Red Shell out. They had the defense. Bobby in 1st place. This is going to be a Bobby finish if he's not careful here.
Yeah, man, Immortal will not be able to hit out Bobby. Grab it first. Immortal in 2nd. Keeping it consistent, and Jaguars in 3rd. I talked to Immortal when I was down there, and I'm like, you ready to win? He's like, no, I'm going to lose. And right now, it's looking like they are cooking as you're seeing that top 4 placements, 24, 24, 22, 22.
They're cooking with fire.
They are cooking. Not only is that their clan name, they are also cooking with gas.
Yeah, all gas, no brakes as we get into these, we'll call it the dog days of the Saturday Night Speedway. We're getting into the thick of it here in the grand finals. It's time to put the kids to bed and wake up the neighbors because it's going to get rowdy in here, so buckle up.
Buckle up and be safe and get that insurance ready because we're going to be seeing all these cars hit one another. And honestly, that was actually something I was thinking about. That would have been cool to have like cart damage the more you hit another
cart. Oh, yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of that.
Actually, being able to, if you hit other people's carts, the more it damaged, then you got to get the hamburger to repair your cart. I think that would have been cool kind of concept.
Especially with the F-Zero map when you go over the shields.
Yeah,
that would repair you. That's the one thing about that map I hate is, I mean, yeah, you got the area over there, but it doesn't really do anything except give you what, coins?
Gives you coins.
Which is cool.
We don't see it on this finalist maps because especially with something like Mute Zero, it's so much more difficult to catch back up on. But once again, we are going to see the DK Mountain Donkey Kong. DK Donkey Kong. We got to enjoy it while
it's here.
While the Donkey Kong design is good.
Right?
Yes.
And this is a GameCube map, if I am correct.
Are you?
I believe so.
All right. Well, we'll believe you
All
for
right,
now,
Emery,
Logan.
I believe in you. Please don't make me a liar because my pants are not going to be on fire.
Yeah, we're going to have the fire department on standby just for Logan, just in case. But we'll see what happens next. Emery going to be there duking it out. Remember, DK Mountain is a front runner. You do not want to be bagging this track and being stuck in the back of the pack because there are not many shortcuts to help you run to the front. But right now we do see Emery up there battling in the back, throwing that retro forward, bringing Yezi back. This is going to be an Emery, Bobby, and Sloppy Gunner top 3 runs starting us out on this track.
Yeah, Sloppy Gunner decides not to take that little bump, hop, skip, and a jump. shortcut over there as everybody is fighting around this first turn on this first lap. We're going to get to a shortcut right here, and everybody's going to make it. Ankles losing first place. Emery all the way back in 10th. I think it's a caster curse right now. I think I blame me. I do. I
would blame you too. You know
I agree.
If I was Emery, I'd be thinking, darn you, Logan.
Yeah,
but also Yezi down here too. So I think we both actually did something terrible here.
Yeah, it's our fault. I'm gonna run out of here as soon as this broadcast is over, so that they don't come at me. I'm definitely not getting Christmas cards. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, you might get a Halloween card with a very huge jump scare.
Oh, look at that! Got item screened right there. Blackout not able to get it done. Yezi using that hop, skip, and a jump with 3 mushrooms. They're gonna look good as they get rid of that star.
And has those 10 coins. Remember how important it is as Immortal going to be able to use one of their shrooms for that blue shell dodge. Beautiful work there, and they're going to be able to lead the pack into this final lap, saving the blue shell dodge. Come on, Immortal. We've seen that from you 15 trillion billion times.
Yes.
But now we're going to be seeing them in first place. Let's hope that they're going to be able to hold on to it. Now skyrocket them into a little bit of a lead. But Yezi, they're here in fourth. Sees Kiro in third with those triple greens. Got to be careful as that red shell is on the way. Trying to fire flower back it, and they land it through the cannon section.
That's crazy right there. You don't see that every day. But it did land. And Fuego as they get squidded out, but still almost able to take that shortcut. But they get, wow, they got a face full of rock.
And almost a face full of green shell, but fortunately enough, just went a little bit wider than they needed to, which actually saved them. Bomb's going to land onto Jaguar's Immortal, just leading it time and time again. They cannot leave the podium. He's grabbing first place.
Immortal getting it done. The one person we didn't say. Getting it done right there. Kiro in second place and Jaguars in third place. Wow. All right. That's race number 3 done. We're about to be halfway through this bad boy. And we've got
32, 32.
Yeah.
37, 32, 32, 30 going into the 4th race here tonight in this grand final. So still very close.
Very
but like
close.
I said, Immortal grabbing that first, giving themselves a little bit of a 5-point cushion going into the next race.
Immortal looks at home right now. He looks very comfortable.
Yeah, honestly,
right?
like that.
He's smiling. He's enjoying himself.
I was talking to him downstairs on the stairs, and he was looking stressed, looking like, man, I'm not going to do it. Man, I'm not going to do it.
He looks great up there on stage. He's smiling. He's having fun, and he's winning on top of it.
That's what I'm saying. I was like ready to win. I got to start asking people more of that. You know what? Whoever asks ready to win, and they say no because that's the Bobby curse, and then they end up winning.
Everybody always says no.
They do. I don't know why. They don't believe in themselves. You got to believe.
If you don't believe in yourself,
you.
Who's going to?
No one.
No one. All right.
Well, maybe someone.
Oh, we're going to Sherbert Land. Get out your spoons, kids.
Will you enjoy this track? I don't know why it's not Sherbert Land. It's Sherbet. Sherbet Land.
No, it's Sherbert.
Sherbet Land.
No.
Are you sure?
I want a snow cone right now, Dad.
Are you sure you don't want to bet on it?
No, I'm not going to bet on anything right now because I've been wrong tonight all day long.
Yeah, Emery again struggling down here in 9th, starting us out. But almost at the halfway point in this grand final, we got to think about it in a way where, hey, you got a lot more races, 15 points for first.
Yep.
That will skyrocket them. So they just got to get cooking with gas, and we'll potentially see them work their way up the leaderboard.
Yeah, it's
they got to switch to award.
Yeah, it's definitely not over yet for any of these racers. You can still get it done as Phantom takes a little bit of a shortcut right there over the snow.
Whoa, green shell going right across stage twice now. He's going to come back and sideswipe one of these other racers. Ankles here in second place, taking these drifts. Going to be work their way up. We got Immortal and Emery and Ankles in this top 3 run into the second lap.
Yeah, and this is the end right here where it gets a little dicey. There's a couple places that you can go towards the end of this track that I don't, you know, like, how do you finish out this track? We've seen people go under, we've seen people go over.
Well, I was always taught the fastest line was to do the drift into the underwater section, and that's just the fastest way to go because on the surface, you're actually taking up more time, and it's actually a little bit longer somehow, some way. So yeah, doing exactly what Bobby's doing here, drift off that first ramp, and then counter drifting to the other side. That's the way to do it, and the fastest route possible. But you're able to grab some coins if you go on the top route, if you do need them. But Immortal's going to need them after getting rented out. Still there with 9 coins. Going to be here in third place. Remember, they got to keep these podium finishes going because if they don't, they're going to be dropping. They still have a 5-point cushion in first place. But Yezi going to be bouncing the Fireflower off the wall to the side everywhere except onto Immortal. Has this mushroom and blue shell on the way to Emery. But you know what that means is a blue shell dodge.
Nice! Yeah, let's go, Emery. Get it done. First place right now, making me look good, and I love that because it's so difficult.
And you did it, Jakester.
Yeah,
First place finish
let's
for
go, Emery.
And Bobby gonna grab second. Immortal in third. Wow, I gotta look at where these points are gonna break down
that's
to.
good. That's good for Immortal, by the way. Just keep getting
Emery
on the
had
podium.
16 points, by the way, on that race going into that one. 47, 44, 39 is our top three racers right here, right now.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a little bit of an interesting battle, duking it out. But like I said before, Emery with 16 points, grabbing 15, bringing it up to 31. So they still need to get a few more first places to catch back up. But like you said, it only takes one.
Yeah, she is still in it to win it right now, as all these racers are. But we are at the halfway point now. So it's getting a little down and dirty. We're going to get to the nitty-grit.
Yeah, the nitty-gritty, and you do not want to hit the gritty because we're not playing Fortnite, playing Mario Kart. Yes, that we're going to be seeing Waluigi Stadium for
here
the
we go.
next track, and that is a very front runner heavy track. And as I was expressing before, you want these shortcuts, you want these opportunities to catch back up, but now you're going to be seeing what these racers do if they do get hit out to the back of the pack. Emery gonna be leading us forward into race number 5. We're halfway done in these grand finals. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's get excited, HyperX Arena, because it's about to get hype. Emery currently in first place, needs to finish in first place. It's a slippery track, a slippery slope that we're all on right now as Phantom is in 8th place, back down to 7th. They've got 2 green shells left in their name. Everybody's going to take this left-handed side. Everybody uses the half pipe as though it's supposed to be used, and everyone always goes to the left here. I've never seen anybody go right.
Yeah, no, that's just the fastest way. You're seeing those turbo boosts just stack, 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 stack. Helps you get across that extremely long straightaway that much faster. Aeroponzel's here in 4th place, though. Got that red shell, going to be tossing it forward, and now has the boomerang in hand. Let's see how they're going to be able to utilize it. They do. Hits Kiro with those triple greens. Beautiful work going into the second lap.
Yeah. By the way, in chat, Morzilla asked me if I can dunk a donut.
I can do 12.
Yeah, guess what? What do you think? Yes, I love a good Dunkin' Donut.
Are they saying dunking it in like milk or something?
Well,
What's
I
going
mean,
on
you
there?
can dunk it in anything you like. Coffee, milk, just...
You've done that?
I wouldn't do Coca-Cola, but yeah.
Yeah, you've dunked it in like milk.
Yeah, you've never dunked a donut in milk? Oh,
I
man,
just like,
it's good.
I just like it plain, man. Give me the glazed donut.
You can
That's all I
serve it
gotta
up
do.
Gary's way any way you like, bro.
That is true. The world is your oyster, and Jackie Wars is trying to eat said oyster, as we're currently seeing said blue shell on the way.
Let's go.
We got Yenzi in first place, getting hit by said red shell. Rather get hit by that than the blue, but it's the same exact thing that happens. Backs the bomb, and they're going to be able to front run the rest of this third lap. Let's see if there's going to be a red shell on the way. Aeroponzel going to get hit by said 1-2, but only one of those are going to register because of invincibility frames.
Yes, and here we are in the last lap. That was not what Aeroponzel wanted. Emery currently in 2nd place, making their way to 1st. It's going to take everything they got as lightning has struck once again. They fall back into 4th place.
Emery got to bring it all here. Got to get some item luck RNG going. Phantom in 2nd place has that green shell. Got to get it ghosted away though, but the bomb has Ankle's name right on it. It bounces. It doesn't land though. Unfortunately, they spelled Ankles with a C, as we're going to be able to see Ankles grab a first place finish.
Throws the bomb behind. You know what? I like that because we've seen a lot of people be very nice and been throwing their items in front of them. Ankles loving it right now. Bobby in 2nd place and Phantom in 3rd, whereas...
Wow, 56, 56, 45 is going to be the drop-off there.
Yeah.
An extremely tight battle going into that 6th race. And got to shout out LA Cruiser, who drove out all the way from LA last week. Great to see you in chat. They said they're in line in Disneyland trying to get onto Phantasmic. So I hope you're going to have a fantastic time with that. And hopefully you're having a great, and I hope y'all enjoyed your time here at Speedway last week.
I've never been to Disney. My parents left me at home.
Really?
Yeah, they left me at home, and they went by themselves. But Goofy goosed my mom, so you know what? That's what you get.
Excuse me?
Yeah, no, you heard it right.
Excuse me?
I said it. It's true.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well, traumatic experiences for traumatic times.
Yeah, what's even more traumatic? Waiting for the next Disney movie to come out. Hopefully it's good. But we got the randomizer going, and that's what's good are some of these item tracks, map tracks, but we're going to be going to DP3. A very heavy track. If you're able to get a lead, you'll be going away with it. Only 2 item sets on this track, so you got to make it or break it. Sometimes you can bag it, but let's see what happens. 6th race.
And this is a track that goes all the way back to my days from Super Nintendo. So this track has been around for a while. All of these competitors have had a chance to race this a lot, as Emery chooses to bag right now and then decides maybe against it.
Yeah, she is one of the best competitors when it comes to bagging. You'll see her time and time again be able to smuggle up shock, blue shell, literally golden mushrooms all the time because her lines are just that clean. As we're seeing Kiro getting dragged out by that green shell, grabs a few coins on the way though, shaking their head. Don't know what they expected when you're stuck between a Yoshi and a Yoshi place.
Yeah, don't be stuck between a rock and a hard place, kind of. I see what you did there.
Thank you. I was trying to remix it a little bit. Oh, yes.
You really messed Yezi up, man.
I really did.
You did.
Yeah, and it's messing him up even more. I'm so
he
sorry.
just sighed, and in the back of his head, he's blaming you for
100%.
each one of those shells.
Why did we say words? It's not good for them.
Well, somebody's going to go home disappointed, and somebody's going to go home a little bit richer as that blue shell comes out of, well, everywhere and hits Bobby in first place. We still have one more lap of race 6 of 8 in the grand finals as Blackout chooses to just mow the lawn.
Mowing the lawn and the shock happens, and that's going to keep them broken down in said lawn. Grabs those double boxes, though, and some shrooms will help him out a lot. But Immortal, not being one of those competitors, they're able to grab said item box, dropping them all the way down to 11th place with only a few more turns to go. Kiro here in first, got the opportunity and has the chance to take it all here today. Going to be able to back the green, backs the, uses the mushroom by Emery. Comes
Oh my gosh!
nowhere.
Out of nowhere, getting it done. Let's go, Emery. Kiro in second place and rounding out the top 3.
Wow.
Jaguars.
What a
Oh
finish
boy.
there.
Yo, Emery literally coming out of nowhere. It was reminiscent of Lewis Hamilton in the Sprint Cup race today, coming out of nowhere to take Lando Norris in the very, very final lap. Crazy. I'm loving what Emery's doing, throwing down. She said, I am not done yet.
But we're almost done. Going into race number 7, we've got Bobby in first with 63 points. Immortal in second with 61.
Are we going to see the curse be lifted? Is this going to be like
I
the
was
Red
telling
Sox
them that.
curse of the Bambino?
I was literally yapping about that. Right before Grand Final started, I said, just don't be cursed. And guess what happens? Potentially Bobby breaking the curse of being right next to Immortal and making it all happen here today.
They need Theo Epstein to be their GM. He broke the curse for the Sox, then went over to Chi-Town in Chicago and broke the curse for the Cubs. So right now, Bobby has a chance to break the Immortal curse.
You thought it was Immortal, but no. Even in the show Invincible, Immortal is not being Immortal. And that's showing here today as well. As we are going to the
Here we
Swedish
go.
track around.
Let's go, Emery. This is Emery's favorite track. She actually holds a record on this track. Let's see if Sky High Sunday works out to be as sweet as it has in the past. 7th race right now. We got 2 left. It is getting down to the final of the grand finals.
Down to the wire. We'll see who's going to be able to make it all happen. Emery starting us off. Grabs that first item box going into the second one. You know she's practiced this track time and time again. One of her favorites, and Yezi is going to be the target of Zed dragging Banana from Emery. So they're going to slow down, grab some coins. That's the main priority that you're going to be seeing these competitive players do to get up to the front of the pack. Because if they have 10 coins, they're technically going faster than Immortal in every which way. Sloppy Gunner also going to get hit by something, bringing them down to 9th. Backs the bananas for some item boxes, and now going to be able to pop one of said 3 shrooms, trying to get around this turn a little bit faster.
And they picked up another shroom. Now we check in on Jack. He's got a banana and a shroom to his name, currently in 3rd place. We're going to hit the air. Wave your hands like you just don't care. And who overtook him there, and how did they overtake him? Because I didn't see that maneuver, but it was a winning one.
Yeah, even though we're on land, sometimes the lag still happens. You got an 8-year-old game, and it's got 8-year-old Wi-Fi usage patterns. But Immortal's here in second, going to be able to red out Emery, take over first. Remember, they are 2 points down from Bobby. So if they're able to grab a great first place finish here and Bobby gets something bad, it's going to be huge for Immortal going forward into the final race, but sees those triple greens right in front of him. That's going to be Blackout trying to stop Bobby's run right here, right now. If they check that back camera, they can actually back these greens real easy, but throws the bomb forward, and it's not going to land on either of those competitors. Potentially hit Phantom in the back, but Immortal getting hit by that blue blue shell.
Immortal sitting pretty, but got hit by that shell. Drops all the way back from first to fifth. That's not what they like to see. Now back to seventh as they put that red shell behind him. The crowd is letting him hear it right now. They are on him as Jackie Juarez is on it in second place currently.
Yeah, got to take that huge jump, but Emery in first, backing Jackie Juarez, and somehow, some way, don't even know how. Where did everyone else go? Emery is gonna potentially grab another first place finish. Bobby is in second though, not where you want to see them, but Emery with the back-to-back, Bobby in second. Let's see what these scores are looking like.
Oh man, look at that. We've got Emery in first, Bobby in second, and Yeezy in third.
75, 70, 64 is the lineup going into the final race. Last race. Unfortunately, don't know if
I don't think it's in the numbers for Emery. Even if she finishes first, she needs Bobby to like finish in last place.
Yes, and 11-point difference, but even then, Immortal has a huge opportunity here potentially. And I mean, there's a simple solution also. If you don't want Bobby to win, you had the opportunity like Blackout having those triple greens. Could have checked that back camera, back those greens, and potentially ruined their entire race and their entire day. But going into this final race of this Speedway Grand Finals, we see a lot of interesting tracks.
It all comes down to this. Whoo doggy! We've got one race left in the grand finals. This is for all the marbles that the kids don't play with. This is for all those chicken nuggets we talked about. All the Mountain Dew Code Red that your little tummy can handle. This is the last race. It's time to get locked in.
And bagging it all up and put it away on Mario Circuit 3. We are ending it on a track that many of these competitors probably did not want to see here today.
Yeah, no, they definitely don't want to see it, but you know what? This is the final race. It's up to Emery to try to do their best work, and it's up to everybody else in this race to mess Bobby up to give Emery a chance. We'll see where Immortal lands into, because right now the numbers actually working out for Immortal. They have a good chance.
Yes, they do. 5-point difference between first and second place. Angle's going to get back by those screen shows. Going to make going run a little bit more difficult, but almost half the lobby going back and trying to grab some power items here today and outbag the competition. It comes down to a grocery shopping bagarino.
Yeah, everybody's just going slow right now.
I would say bonanza, but yeah, no, it's actually insane on how potentially almost the entire lobby just saying, hey, I'm waiting for the shock and I want to dodge it.
And let's see if they do that as we check out with Blackout in third place. They've got, well, they had 3 mushrooms. Now they've got 1 left. They pop it over here with a piranha plant. Let's go, Chompers. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me. Jackie Juarez in first place. Not for long, though. That blue shell finds a home. And that red shell, what a nice dodge right there by Jack.
Yeah, it slows down and allows Zol to take over first place. Don't know what the strategy was there, but actually saw Zol with the red shell. Didn't know if I saw it either. But yes, Zol having the red shell, so Jaguar slowed down. Instead of getting hit by the item, they're still able to catch up a little bit easier. Great item awareness and great awareness around what's around them to back up and do that. Going into the final lap of this grand finals,
here we go.
Getting hit down to third. Shot comes out. That's going to negate the blue shell that just landed. We got Blackout here in first place. Phantom. Emery is taking it over and smuggling an insane item pull. And she's going to have to pop that star a little bit early though. Phantom trying to sit up knowing that this is the last opportunity to grab any more money. Phantom also working the way up, but Emery is gone. She's going and she's gone. Grabbing 3 first places in a row.
That's a back-to-back victory for Emery. Jackie Juarez in second place and Ariel Apostle in third place. Let's see how the numbers...
Bobby! Oh my God! What?
Yes!
What?
Yes! I willed it into existence! I willed it into existence!
1 point!
Yes! Let's go, Emery! Let's go! Let's go! Yeah, you want to talk about it? Oh,
Vintage!
Veli just called me the Oracle. Yeah, baby. Red Bull or Bull Pill?
The 3 first places brings Emery to a $200 victory.
1 point differential. That's the way you get it done. We talk about how close it's been over the last few weeks. Can you tell we're excited? I'm excited. You're excited. Bob Costa said, feel these.
No!
He did. He actually did.
I don't want to.
It's called basketball. Watch it sometime. Yo, how crazy was that finish?
I can't believe it. Truly, you talked about it. Bobby has to get a bad spot in that final race, gets 10th, and that allowed Emery to just steal it all the way, had a half a lap lead, and grabs 3 first places in a row to bring her back to the front into first place.
Wow, that was super exciting.
Wow.
That's how exciting it gets down here. If you're at home and you live in Vegas or you're planning on coming down here to Vegas, Viva Las Vegas, make sure you stop by the HyperX Arena. It's the best place for esports, video games, and tomorrow, Star Wars. May the 4th be with you.
And the 5th.
And the 5th as well. I do want to give a big shout out right now to everyone behind the camera, everyone who works here. They do it so very hard. They put up with us. We're just 2 dudes talking in front of a camera, but there are a lot of people in the background that make sure that we look good and that we get it done. So I want to say thank you to everybody in production. You got anything for us?
Honestly, also shout out to everyone who is here today. Remember, without you guys participating in this tournament, it would not happen. We would not have these moments, these storylines. And going into Mario Kart World, I've truly been blessed to be able to bring y'all the Speedway action every single week. We still have so many more weeks to go with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So please tune in next week, be invested, and get ready for Mario Kart World because I'm super excited for it. And honestly, it's just been a crazy night of racing.
It was a crazy night of poker, but we weren't playing poker. We were playing Mario Kart. So do me a favor. We'll see you back here next week. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow and Monday for May the 4th and the 5th be with you. And if we don't, I need you to do me a favor. Be good to yourself and be kind to others. Pay it forward, play it forward. Rock like a party star, party like a rock star. Smile strong, laugh loud. And last but not least, please like, follow, and subscribe. Before we get out of here, let's check out the final rankings, standings, and all the goodness.
Look how close this was.
Oh my gosh.
First place, Emery with 78 points. Second place, Bobby with 77 points. Third place is Immortal with 76 points.
Wow.
The curse is
over.
real.
The curse is over. Oh no, it's still going because Bobby didn't win.
Yeah, Bobby
is
didn't
Emery
win.
on the other side of Immortal though?
No, I actually do not remember if she was or not.
No, she was on the other side of Bobby.
And
she was
we
on the
got
other
the
side of
prizes.
prizes.
You're seeing who, what, when, and where. If you don't know, you should already. But first place, $200. That's almost a switch to halfway there.
Halfway there.
As we see now, $100 for second place, $70 for third place, $55 for fourth, and down from there. The $700 prize pool will be back next week for some more Mario Kart action, and be here tomorrow on May the 5th to be able to participate in some Star Wars action. Going to be playing the movies on the big screen. You don't want to miss it, and have some drink specials here tomorrow and on Monday. I'll be here on Monday, chillaxing and having a great time. But Logan, always a pleasure.
Always my pleasure, man. And remember, if you can't be good, be quick. Thank you.